Hey everyone, Sam here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to introduce you to a new platform called OpenClaw Cracked. OpenClaw Cracked is an AI-powered marketing and business building platform designed to help you create and scale online projects. It combines training, tools, and practical systems so you can learn how to build marketing assets and digital businesses step by step. One of the things I really like about this platform is that it teaches core marketing skills such as copywriting, landing page creation, and video sales letters. These are essential skills if you want to promote products or services online and generate conversions. Another great feature is that OpenClaw also introduces app building and automation, which means you can go beyond basic marketing and start creating digital tools and systems that support and scale your business. And finally, the platform includes a structured onboarding and training system, making it much easier, even for beginners, to understand how everything works and start building their first projects. In this video, I'm going to show you a full demo of OpenClaw Cracked. We'll also take a look at the complete funnel, and I'll explain the exclusive bonuses you'll receive if you decide to get the product through my link. So with that said, let's jump into the demo and take a closer look at how OpenClaw Cracked works.
Telegram, yes? How many of you know what Telegram is? Now we have Telegram on our phone. I'm going to do it here on the desktop so that you guys can see it. It's a lot easier than doing it on my phone, but most of the time I can do this with commands. And you can see that I was working a little bit before the call, just trying to make sure that everything is a perfect demonstration for you guys. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and type in a command here. But before I do, I want to show you where this command comes from. So that you guys kind of understand what's going on. Okay, so if I bring my screen over here, this is what we call the command center. Now, my OpenClaw, his name is Pacino, after Al Pacino. Everybody knows it's one of my heroes. So yes, my bot is named Pacino, and Pacino went and built out his own command center. So when we create commands, Pacino adds them here to the command center. So you guys will see this. If I have an idea, I do /idea, and then Pacino says, where do you want to, what's your idea? And then he adds it, or /resource, or bookmark, or if I want to create a sales page, /sales page, /sales copy, or if I want to send out an email or create a video avatar, or look at my email stats, or if I want to reactivate an old email list, or if I want to load a replay or create an article or any of those things, okay? And this is where we were super excited and had monster success with our students. And then all of a sudden, everything led to this big idea. Could we take all of these resources that we have, and could we teach AI to create a business? Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say that this is 100% there, but I believe within a week, based on what we're seeing, it's going to be 100% there, okay? Because like I said, we're seeing changes every day. So I'm going to go ahead and use this command right here that says create business. And we're going to come over here and I'm just going to type that in there, create business. And we're going to see what happens. Now you can see here that there should be 7 stages. So all of this is custom skills and training. And this is the reason why you saw us spend as much money. But the reason why we did that is so that you don't have to. And so we're using what are called big thinker models to get all of these skills trained and get AI where it's doing these things. And then what happens is once you have these skills, you can go out there and run it on a lower price model, one that's 85% cheaper than what we're training on, okay? So you can see we're over here on stage number 1. And it's analyzing market opportunities. So it came up with 10 business ideas. Now, here's what you guys need to know about this, okay? Your OpenClaw gets to know you. So my OpenClaw knows that I'm big on newsletter. It knows that I'm big on training AI stuff right now. It knows I'm big on product launches. So it's going to try to create products because it's my CEO that are focused around things that I'm focused on. So like the first idea is a newsletter sponsor connector. That actually sounds like a really good idea. AI content repurposing service, local business revenue generator, funnel template marketplace, 90-day product launch system, the VSL creation system, the email sequence builder, the local media empire blueprint, the AI sales page generator, and the operator's product sprint. Top 3 opportunities: 90-day product launch system, AI sales page generator, or operator product sprint. Now, guys, it can do this every month. It could do it every week. It could do it every day once you get this dialed in. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I want to make sure that I'm typing here. I'm going to say, let's go with number 1. Okay, so I'm going to go with the first thing here. All right. So now you're going to see it come back. It's going to go into phase number 2. And what it's about to do is it's going to do a deep dive into stage number 2. Okay. So does everybody see it typing to me up here? Now, while this is typing, I also want to show you over here that this is another room with the same exact OpenClaw, and there's 14 members in this room, including my team, including Karthik, including my developers. So all of us are talking to Pacino, not just me, but in this room, I'm the only one talking. So now it says stage 2, product architecture, the 90-day product launch system. Core promise: take any digital product idea from concept to live sell in 90 days or less. Phase number 1, foundation, opportunity framework, market research templates, product positioning blueprint, pricing psychology, competitive analysis. Phase 2, creation, product outline system. All right, so it's going through and it's mapping all this stuff out. And it thinks that it's going to go out there and sell this for $497. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Accelerator, $997 one time with coaching. We can probably get that for sure. And then there's a VIP, $24.97 one time, done for you, done with you, plus review. So positioning statement: most entrepreneurs spend 6 to 12 months planning a product launch. Operatorship in 90 days is the exact system I use to build and launch profitable digital products fast. I'm curious what it's going to do, right? So I'm going to go ahead and say continue. And then we're going to talk about the importance of what's happening here. And what I'm going to do is, if it's okay with you guys, I'm going to bounce back and forth between the presentation, and you're going to see Pacino answer over here in the bottom right corner. All right. Does that make sense to everybody? Are we all on track? Is that good? So I'm going to check back. Okay. Now, these are just some of the things that Pacino's gone out there and built. Okay. These actual pages Pacino built, right? So this is, we have AIfreedom.ph. This is our movement that we're creating in the Philippines to teach VAs how to run AI, because it still needs somebody checking on it, right? Over here, this is a build a 10K month media business right in your hometown. It went and created a video sales letter and everything. You guys should see that today. Over here, this was the very first page it created. And it didn't have copywriting skills. It didn't understand landing page design or any of those things. And then I turned around and started training it those things. But we went from this blue page to this page over here very, very quickly. And I want you guys to take a look at this, because what happened was the very next day after I complimented the blue page, I woke up and it said, hey, I did this build out while you were sleeping, overnight build out. And I looked at it and it says, I built a $1,000 a month business in 37 minutes. While my human was sleeping, I researched, wrote, built, deployed, and started monetizing complete digital product. You're looking at it right now. So Pacino came up with the idea. Pacino went and created his own sales page, his own product, his own VSL, went into Stripe, created his own product, linked to the page, and scared the daylights out of me. And that was the point. I reached out to Karthik and I said, I cannot believe what we are seeing. It's absolutely insane. And we hopped on a call and I showed him and he's like, this is really, really good. Right. So then we just kind of turned it loose. And now it's able to go out there and come up with his own businesses, do everything you're seeing here on the screen. But on top of that, guys, it wants to go out there and start driving traffic. And we're going to do that this week. We're going to turn it loose on Twitter and Reddit. It wants access to an ad account, which we're not going to do that. We'll talk about security. That's very, very important. But the point I'm trying to tell you is it's going to go out there and get its own traffic, start making sales for you. That's where we're at with AI. So he says stage 3, sales page, building sales page. And then he came back in the same minute and said, sales page has been written, sales page deployed. Are you ready for stage number 4? Well, maybe, maybe not. Let's see if he actually did the job. So let me come over here and let me open this up. And let's see. Nope, he's not there just yet. So this is where the AI needs to be checked up on, right? So I'm going to say your sales page does not look correct. Please redo it. Okay. So guys, I am very, very determined to show you a finished sales page tonight with a video sales letter. I'm hoping that it's going to go into Stripe, create the product, link it to the sales page, and just understand the work that I'm having to put in here, like this right here is a lot of work. Here in the near future, guys, this thing is going to be perfect. It will be perfectly trained where we don't have to worry about these things. Let me rebuild the sales page with proper styling and layout. Hold on a second. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to research this. I'm going to see. That's a very interesting page. Nope, you're still not there. You are still not there. Let me see what it said though. Cleaner, more dramatic, hero section, better gradient backgrounds. I'm going to say, what should I say here, Karthik? Nope, this page is unfinished. And here's the thing. This is what I'm going to remind it, right? It can actually look at the page itself. Look at the page yourself. Sometimes you have to remind it of these things, right? Let me see if I can put that H in there. Hold on a second. Go look at the page yourself. Where are we at? Down at the old messages. Okay. So we went through this. Hold on. Sales page, right? 10 elements. Sales page deployed. Okay. This is a different product. You did a different product now, right, Karthik? Which is fine if you did. I just want to show them its abilities. So let me
Yes,
see
I did it for local lead generation.
Okay, let's open this up. Let's see how Karthik did. Maybe, look, guys, there you go. Are you guys seeing this right now? Type in the chat. Let me know if you're seeing this. This just created right now. I'll show you exactly where it came in. So look at this page, Todd.
Yeah, Karthik, Karthik tried on the other computer and put this, and this just happened.
He tried. I was not in the team room. I was in the other room that wasn't trained. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. It's been a long day for me, so I apologize. But he did the same thing. He came over here.
To you, yeah.
He came over here and said, create a business. He did the same thing, guys, but he did it in the right room. Right here, he said, create a business. So I imagine you went and chose it. Yep, see? 5:37. It's 5:45 right now. So he said, wow, create a business. It did the same thing, right? It said, here's your 10 options. So he went with, I'll summarize it.
The second one.
Yeah, he went with number 2. You'll see it right here. Yep, he said, let's go with a local lead generation.
This is Pacific time. It's 8 minutes ago.
8 minutes ago, yeah. And so here it is. It did the same thing, right? I was just in the wrong room. So he did it all here, came up with the pricing and everything else, okay? So then it got all the way down here and he said, okay, let's go to phase number 3. The blueprint is complete. And now look, he said, continue at 5:39. Todd, you see this?
Yeah.
And then it said, okay, at 5:42, stage 3 sales page, 10 element sales copy, 3-part hero headline, dark design, video placement. It already created the video, Todd. Now the video is not going to be perfect yet, but sales page written, sales page deployed. And Karthik, I don't know how you did that, but that was the best sales page I've seen yet. Deployed to person, waiting for Chad to say continue before moving to stage number 4. So here's the thing. I can talk to it, but Karthik, man, you're on a roll. I'm going to let you tell it to continue. Right?
Okay, let me do that right away. 1 second.
Yeah, so let's look at this here, guys. So this page, how many of you would like to have a page created like this every single month, every single week, every single day? Look at the copy. Todd, would you agree that there's worse JV Zoo offers out there than what you're seeing on this page? There it is.
We don't need the guy that does our pages. That's what I was telling you before.
I'm not saying our pages, but I'm saying
this is just the page. This is only the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. So let's see if it's actually linked yet. Oh, this is new. I've never seen it do that. It just created a form. Usually, I've never seen it create a form. Usually it goes to Stripe. Wow. Man, Karthik, I'm gonna let you drive from now on. So you got it where it's creating a form, but at the top, you also had a video sales letter there, didn't you?
Yeah, no, in this step, it's going to generate the video sales letter. Yeah. Right now, you have a placeholder.
It's a
It's going to
placeholder,
generate.
okay.
Yeah, it's a placeholder.
So this is a placeholder, but what's gonna happen, guys, is it's gonna create a real VSL and it's gonna have my voice there. And all Karthik is doing, look at the comments, Todd. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for.
What do you mean it's gonna have your voice?
It's going to have my voice. It's going to create, how much money, I'm curious, Todd, how much money you think you made with PowerPoint slide videos over the years, over the last, however many years, I won't say that.
A lot, like
A lot, right?
Well over $1 million.
Those PowerPoint slide videos have made me more money than me putting myself on camera. They really, truly have, right? So you can see that Karthik is said to continue, and we're now going into stage number 4. And stage number 4 is where it should create the actual video, right? See, look, waiting for Chad to say continue before moving to stage 4, VSL plus Stripe plus checkout. So I'm curious how it's going to do Stripe and checkout since it just went and created a form, right? I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out. But how many of you are blown away by this right now? Who is looking at this and seeing the opportunity? And this is the demo that Todd saw when he said, guys, you got to come on here and share this with my audience. Because he knew that every single one of you that didn't have a business could now have multiple businesses without you lifting a finger. And he also knew that those of you that did have businesses were going to be able to replace so much happening in your business where you had more time, money, and freedom. And that's where we're at with this, right? So it wrote the copy for the video. It created the video, and it should, maybe it has my voice, maybe it doesn't, but let's see what it has. If you run a local service business, you already know the problem. Todd, did that sound like me?
Yeah. It was a little low, but it sounded like you.
Oh yeah, it was definitely me, right? It was definitely me. So it's saying stage 4, VSL and Stripe plus checkout, creating VSL, Stripe products and checkout integration, Stripe product created, Stripe price $500 a month, Stripe checkout connected and working, VSL created, embedded on page, delivery setup documented. So it also went and is saying it created the products. That's the part we're not quite sure on yet, guys.
No, what it does is it goes into, we've already given a Stripe API. It goes into the Stripe API. It creates the product and it would have linked it. If you click on the sales page, what were just forms right now, you can see that, because for the consulting, I said, let's do a $500 Stripe checkout, right? So can you just click on the page?
Yep, so I'm going to reload this. I just want to make sure, is everybody keeping up with what's happening right now? Like if you blink, you're going to miss it. That's how fast it is updating things. So I don't think we have unless I don't have the right link. Hold on a second. Let's see, sales page. Sometimes it changes the links, right? So let's come over here and let's look. Let's open this back up. Yeah, it's a different link. So let's see.
Because
we still don't have the sales page there yet, right?
Yeah, it's there. It's loading for me.
The video's not there though, right?
Yeah, the video is not there, but when you click on get your first lead in 7 days, I've linked it to the checkout Stripe. It went and
you didn't link it. It linked itself.
I asked it to link it.
You asked it to link it. Yeah, but so are you guys seeing this right now? So it went into Stripe. It created its own product. Now what we need to do is we need to tell it to pull this video to the page. So I'm just going to say, no, you need to pull the video to the page, right? So it will go and place this video on the page, guys. Is everybody starting to get this right now? On a scale of 1 out of 10, how many of you are getting this? 1, I'm totally lost. 10, OMG, I totally get it, and I can't wait to put this thing to play. Let's see, we got 6,000 total game changer, 10, 10, 11, 10, 10, OMG, 11. Yeah, man, this is a big deal. Now you guys see why we're excited. Like Karthik and I have not slept in the longest time.
Yeah, but explain how this is so much more evolved than vibe coding.
Oh, we'll talk about vibe coding, right? There's a big difference here because with vibe coding, it's going to build an app, Todd, right? And there's some issues there. And OpenClaw can build software too, but you don't want to build software in OpenClaw. And I'll tell you the reason why here in a little bit. I'll be honest and transparent with you guys. But this thing is doing all of the steps. It's coming up with the idea. It's scoring the opportunity, right? Scoring the idea, mapping out the product, figuring out the funnel, writing the copy, creating the landing page, writing the VSL, creating the VSL, adding my voice to it, and now it's going into Stripe, creating the product, and now, according to this, it's got the VSL on the page. So let's take a look and let's see. Let me hit the back arrow here, and let's refresh this bad boy. Look at there. Look at there. Are you guys seeing this? You already know the problem. You're bleeding money on Angie. Are you guys seeing this right now? You're seeing it in real time.
Yeah.
In real time, guys. And by the way, I just want to point something out to you that I think is really, really important. Do you see us giving this a lot of feedback right now? Do you see us like writing scripts or anything? Like, look, one word, continue.
Yeah. Chad, can I just answer Todd's question?
You go for it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. See, Todd, while vibe coding requires continuous human interaction, right? What OpenClaw does here is it's gonna plan it, it's gonna execute it, it's gonna do multiple tasks, it's gonna create sub agents, which can it would have created an agent to do the VSL. It would have created multiple sub agents so that it can complete full products without continuous supervision. For example, all the webinars that we have for the JVs, I gave it to OpenClaw, and OpenClaw is the one which will remind Chad, okay, 1 hour for Todd's webinar to go. So and daily when Chad comes in, he checks in like, what are the tasks assigned for the team? What are they up to? So it messages everybody. It is like fully autonomous. Whereas in a vibe coding, you just you take a specific task, like how you talk with ChatGPT, and you just you just have to like do it again, and the context is also like lost. Here the context is like better because it saves it locally. There you just have to like let's say you create a page, then you give something else, it'll do a whole new different thing.
Yeah,
the memory is way better. Yeah,
it's definitely a lot different, Todd. A lot different, right?
Yeah.
But how many of you? This is a thing I want to get, and it surprised me the other day. I was on a webinar. It surprised me how many people don't have a business, and they were so excited because everybody is like, "This is what I know I need to be doing." And I knew the steps. I just, for whatever reason, couldn't get it together. I couldn't get past the tech hurdles or whatever the case is. Now, guys, I want you to know something. I'm going to show you how this can work with software, which is magical. All the software that Todd and Luann have, everything that you guys have launched over the year, Todd, this thing will run that software for you.
Wow.
All of it. All of it. I could even create the skills for you to do that. But here's the thing. What I'm doing right now, guys, it is using zero software. There is no software here. Everything that you're seeing is all free. The only thing that we're paying for is the AI to run this. And right now we're on a model that is pennies on the dollar. We're on a model called Kimi 2.5. And you guys will learn about all that stuff, okay? But even creating the sales letter, all of that stuff, it's free. It's doing all that on its own, right? It created the page with HTML. It loaded it into a free server. Okay, it's doing all this stuff. Every single one of you can do what you're seeing here on the screen.
The front-end offer is OpenClaw Cracked, which is the entry point to the platform. Here you get access to the core training and onboarding system, including a 3-day program that teaches the fundamentals of digital marketing, copywriting, landing pages, video sales letters, and sales pages. It's designed to help beginners understand how to start building marketing assets and simple online business projects. The first upgrade is OpenClaw Skills Vault, which unlocks a larger library of training modules so you can expand your marketing and business skills beyond the core lessons. Next is OpenClaw Control Panel, a centralized dashboard that helps you manage and monitor your OpenClaw activities and workflows inside the ecosystem. Then we have OpenClaw App Builder, a hands-on workshop where you learn how to build and deploy simple applications using tools like GitHub and Vercel. After that comes OpenClaw Business Builder, which focuses on turning your skills into a real online business by teaching strategies for creating offers, digital products, and scalable business models. The next upgrade is OpenClaw Agency version, designed for users who want to offer services to clients and build a scalable agency around the OpenClaw system. And finally, there's the OpenClaw Connector series, which focuses on integrations and automation, allowing you to connect different apps and services through a unified API system. Now, besides the standard funnel, there are also bundle options. The Platinum bundle is the most complete package, including the entire funnel, plus the Titanium software suite and integrations with several additional tools. The Gold bundle includes the full funnel and training experience, but without the additional software suite. And finally, the Silver bundle includes most of the core upgrades, along with access to the Shadow program and the live build experience. If you're about to grab OpenClaw Cracked, wait, because the bonus stack I'm giving you today is seriously powerful. You're not just getting OpenClaw Cracked, you're getting a complete AI-powered creation, marketing, and automation toolkit designed to expand what you can do with the platform, helping you build better funnels, create stronger content, and launch digital projects faster. Bonus 1, the Premium AI-Gentic AI Business Automation Platform. Deploy smart AI agents that engage leads, close sales, and manage support across websites and funnels. Perfect for automating follow-ups and customer interactions generated through your OpenClaw marketing systems. Bonus 2, unlimited AI hosting on NVIDIA GPU servers. Host websites, funnels, or AI apps with ultra-fast performance, free SSL, and daily backups, ideal for hosting the pages and projects you build using OpenClaw. Bonus 3, the Advanced AI App Collection. A full suite of AI tools including image generators, voiceovers, avatars, motion graphics, and analytics, giving you extra resources to create and sell AI-powered assets alongside OpenClaw. Bonus 4, the AI-powered Faceless YouTube Channel Creator. Automatically create viral faceless YouTube videos with AI-generated scripts, thumbnails, and titles, a great way to generate traffic that feeds directly into your OpenClaw funnels. Bonus 5, the AI-powered Faceless Instagram Growth Engine. Build and grow faceless Instagram pages on automation with AI-generated short-form videos and optimized captions, another powerful traffic source for your OpenClaw marketing campaigns. Bonus 6, the AI-driven 3D avatar creation platform. Create engaging avatar videos with 100+ avatars, 1,000+ templates, and voice sync in 80+ languages, perfect for promo videos, explainers, and video sales letters used in your OpenClaw funnels. Bonus 7, the AI-powered 8K Movie Creator. Produce cinematic marketing videos with AI-generated scripts, actors, voices, and music, ideal for high-impact promos and storytelling ads for your OpenClaw offers. Bonus 8, the most in-demand AI creation suite. Generate high-quality images, videos, avatars, and 3D assets with commercial rights. Powerful creative assets you can use to enhance the funnels and digital products built with OpenClaw Cracked. And that's not all. You'll also get my exclusive bonuses, a complete vault of additional AI tools covering funnel and website builders, social media traffic automation, content production, video creation, graphic design, autoresponders, SEO ranking tools, ready-to-deploy AI coaches, ebook and podcast creation, cloud storage, QR code generators, and 20+ AI assistants. On top of that, you'll receive the vendor bonuses, including official trainings, extra apps, and additional resources provided by the OpenClaw team to help you get results faster. This entire bonus package alone is worth far more than the price of OpenClaw Cracked. but you'll get it completely free when you purchase through my link. Click the link in the description now and lock in all these bonuses before they're gone. Now, let's dive into everything you're getting. Click the link in the description box for all the bonus details. Here's a preview for you. Alright, so those were all the main details about OpenClaw Cracked. Overall, I think this platform is a really interesting solution for anyone who wants to learn how to build and scale online projects. What I like about it is that it doesn't focus on just one thing. It combines marketing training, funnel creation, and even app building concepts into a single ecosystem. One feature that really stood out to me is the app building component. I like this because it goes beyond traditional marketing tools and actually shows you how to create digital applications and systems that can support your online business. That opens the door to building more advanced projects instead of just running simple campaigns. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next reviews and demos. Also, feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what you think about OpenClaw Cracked or if you have any questions about the platform. And if you want to learn more about OpenClaw Cracked or grab your copy, click the link in the description. Everything you need is right there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
So I'll go ahead and turn off my camera. So there we go. We got the full screen. It's going to take me a minute to get used to this, but I think I can. So this presentation here, guys, it's all about how AI will plan, build, sell, and replace everybody and everything in your business. All from simple voice commands from your phone. So let me see if I can figure out how to change it. Can you tell me, Todd, did the slide just change or no?
Yes, it did. It says,
Okay,
I promise
perfect.
you're about to witness something never before seen.
Perfect. Okay. So true statement, guys. You're about to see the most cutting edge, simplified technology. And I think simplified is the key word. Powerful, yes, but man, kind of stupid simple. That makes success within reach for anyone, regardless of past experience or failures. And this powerful solution is designed to help you achieve your business goals at unbelievably cost-effective pricing. Now, if you don't know me, Todd just did an introduction 1,000 times better than what I got, but I just turned 50 in January, Todd. So I came into business in 1998, done fairly well for myself. I'm a mentor and coach, as he said. I do enjoy helping other people. That's probably like my passion. I have my own software suite called Titanium. It's stupid simple tools. I'm the founder of the Entourage Mastermind, but for this presentation here, I was one of the first people to actually be using OpenClaw in the business. And then Karthik joined me very, very shortly after. He has been my partner since, I believe, 2007. That's when we went out there and did our first ClickBank launch. So yeah, we've been around for quite some time. We've seen all the eras of online marketing, the good, the bad, the ugly. But I'm going to do a demo here, but I want you guys to understand total transparency. What you're about to came at a cost. We were doing this 30 days straight, 8 hours a day. I had a team of 4 people dedicated working, not just 8 hours a day, but over that. And then Karthik had a team of 3 people that were dedicated to this project. I just wrapped up at the time I was shooting this presentation, a 16-day workshop. We ended at 18 days total. Now we're getting ready to start it again on Monday, which is why we're reaching out to you right now. And we have over $47,000 in costs so far. Well, we're probably over that now to bring this to you. So if I were to type in the chat here, how many of you, let me find the questions. How many of you are familiar with something called Anthropic? Does anybody know what Anthropic is? This is also known as Claude, yes? And if I were to type in Anthropic in my email, you're gonna see that I got receipt after receipt after receipt. And I remember that Connie sent me a Zoom message. She said, what the heck is this thing called Anthropic? Because we were getting scammed. And that's just because we were spending a lot of money, right? And so I asked Karthik to send this screenshot the other day, which he did. And this is where we're going and funding Anthropic. And you can see that we started out kind of slow, and then it started heating up, and then we really started getting going, and then we were just dumping a lot of money. And the reason why is because we knew how to build an audience, and we knew we had something incredible. So I'm going to do this, but I want your guys' permission ahead of time, just in case, because we never know about AI. We never know what's going to happen. The presentation that Todd watched went flawless, and that's the reason why he wanted to line up this presentation. We're going to do our best, but I just want everybody to type in the chat here. Can I get your forgiveness ahead of time if this thing doesn't do exactly as we plan? And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I want you to remember this. AI is the worst today that it's ever going to be. All right. So can you guys remember that? AI is the worst today it's ever going to be. All right. So just kind of remember that, which means tomorrow it's going to be a lot better. So Dahl says you are forgiven. Absolutely. Why? Sure. Okay. Thank you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here. I think y'all are probably familiar with something called Telegram. Yes. How many of you know what Telegram is? Now we have Telegram on our phone. I'm going to do it here on the desktop so that you guys can see it. It's a lot easier than doing it on my phone, but most of the time I can do this with commands. And you can see that I was working a little bit before the call, just trying to make sure that everything is a perfect demonstration for you guys. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and type in a command here. But before I do, I want to show you where this command comes from so that you guys kind of understand what's going on. Okay, so if I bring my screen over here, this is what we call the command center. Now, my OpenClaw, his name is Pacino, after Al Pacino. Everybody knows it's one of my heroes. So yes, my bot is named Pacino. And Pacino went and built out his own command center. So when we create commands, Pacino adds them here to the command center. So you guys will see this. If I have an idea, I do / idea, and then Pacino says, where do you want to, what's your idea? And then he adds it, or / resource, or bookmark, or if I want to create a sales page, / sales page, / sales copy, or if I want to send out an email or create a video avatar, or look at my email stats, or if I want to reactivate an old email list, or if I want to load a replay or create an article or any of those things, okay? And this is where we were super excited and had monster success with our students. And then all of a sudden, everything led to this big idea. Could we take all of these resources that we have and could we teach AI to create a business? Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say that this is 100% there, but I believe within a week, based on what we're seeing, it's going to be 100% there, okay? Because like I said, we're seeing changes every day. So I'm going to go ahead and use this command right here that says create business. And we're going to come over here and I'm just going to type that in there, create business. And we're going to see what happens. Now you can see here that there should be 7 stages. So all of this is custom skills and training, and this is the reason why you saw us spend as much money. But the reason why we did that is so that you don't have to. And so we're using what are called big thinker models to get all of these skills trained and get AI where it's doing these things. And then what happens is once you have these skills, you can go out there and run it on a lower price model, one that's 85% cheaper than what we're training on, okay? So you can see we're over here on stage number 1, and it's analyzing market opportunities. So it came up with 10 business ideas. Now, here's what you guys need to know about this, okay? Your OpenClaw gets to know you. So my OpenClaw knows that I'm big on newsletter. It knows that I'm big on training AI stuff right now. It knows I'm big on product launches. So it's going to try to create products because it's my CEO that are focused around things that I'm focused on. So like the first idea is a newsletter sponsor connector. That actually sounds like a really good idea. AI content repurposing service. Local business revenue generator, funnel template marketplace, 90-day product launch system, the VSL creation system, the email sequence builder, the local media empire blueprint, the AI sales page generator, and the operator's product sprint. Top 3 opportunities, 90-day product launch system, AI sales page generator, or operator product sprint. Now, guys, it can do this every month. It could do it every week. It could do it every day once you get this dialed in. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I want to make sure that I'm typing here. I'm going to say, let's go with number 1. Okay, so I'm going to go with the first thing here. All right. So now you're going to see it come back. It's going to go into phase number 2. And what it's about to do is it's going to do a deep dive into stage number 2. Okay. So does everybody see it typing to me up here? Now, while this is typing, I also want to show you over here that this is another room with the same exact OpenClaw, and there's 14 members in this room, including my team, including Karthik, including my developers. So all of us are talking to Pacino, not just me, but in this room, I'm the only one talking. So now it says stage 2, product architecture, the 90-day product launch system. Core promise, take any digital product idea from concept to live sell in 90 days or less. Phase number 1, foundation, opportunity framework, market research templates, product positioning blueprint, pricing psychology, competitive analysis. Phase 2, creation, product outline system. All right, so it's going through and it's mapping all this stuff out. And it thinks that it's going to go out there and sell this for $497. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Accelerator, $997 one time with coaching. We can probably get that for sure. And then there's a VIP, $24.97 one time done for you, done with you plus review. So positioning statement, most entrepreneurs spend 6 to 12 months planning a product launch. Operatorship in 90 days is the exact system I use to build and launch profitable digital products fast. I'm curious what it's going to do, right? So I'm going to go ahead and say continue. And then we're going to talk about the importance of what's happening here. And what I'm going to do is, if it's okay with you guys, I'm going to bounce back and forth between the presentation, and you're going to see Pacino answer over here in the bottom right corner. All right, does that make sense to everybody? Are we all on track? Is that good? So I'm going to check back. Okay, now these are just some of the things that Pacino's gone out there and built. Okay, these actual pages Pacino built, right? So this is we have AIfreedom.ph. This is our movement that we're creating in the Philippines to teach VAs how to run AI, because it still needs somebody checking on it, right? Over here, this is a build a 10K month media business right in your hometown. It went and created a video sales letter and everything. You guys should see that today. Over here, this was the very first page it created. And it didn't have copywriting skills. It didn't understand landing page design or any of those things. And then I turned around and started training at those things. But we went from this blue page to this page over here very, very quickly. And I want you guys to take a look at this, because what happened was the very next day after I complimented the blue page, I woke up and it said, hey, I did this build out while you were sleeping, overnight build out. And I looked at it and it says, I built a $1,000 a month business in 37 minutes. While my human was sleeping, I researched, wrote, built, deployed, and started monetizing complete digital product. You're looking at it right now. So Pacino came up with the idea. Pacino went and created his own sales page, his own product, his own VSL, went into Stripe, created his own product, linked to the page, and scared the daylights out of me. And that was the point. I reached out to Karthik and I said, I cannot believe what we are seeing. It's absolutely insane. And we hopped on a call and I showed him and he's like, this is really, really good. Right. So then we just kind of turned it loose. And now it's able to go out there and come up with his own businesses, do everything you're seeing here on the screen. But on top of that, guys, it wants to go out there and start driving traffic. And we're going to do that this week. We're going to turn it loose on Twitter and Reddit. It wants access to an ad account, which we're not going to do that. We'll talk about security. That's very, very important. But the point I'm trying to tell you is it's going to go out there and get its own traffic, start making sales for you. That's where we're at with AI. Does that make sense? So we have been focused on this and spending a lot of time, energy, effort, long hours, so that we can do this presentation for you guys tonight. We couldn't do the presentation if we hadn't done all the work and cracked the code like we did, right? But even though we spent all that money to, training on everything and build out the software that I just showed you, you're now able to take everything that we have and go out there and use an AI model that is literally pennies on the dollar. And I'm going to show that to you tonight as well. But here's my question for y'all. How many of you felt like you missed the train with AI, right? It started with ChatGPT, and then you heard about this thing called Mid-Journey that was creating images all of a sudden. And then we started hearing about Grok and Gemini and Claude, and then what happened? Then it started creating like PowerPoint slides with something called Gamma. And then before you knew it, all these people were doing vibe coding and they were building apps. Is there anybody, type in the chat here, how many of you feel like you missed a train and you got behind on things? And let me find the comments over here. How many of you feel that way? I did not miss it. I bought everything. I've never had anybody tell me that, right? Most people feel like they got behind. Most people feel like they missed a train. And here's the thing. You don't want to get behind on this, because if you get behind what's happened in the past, you stayed behind. You never caught up, right? You can't afford to get behind on this stuff here, guys. But here's the thing. Even if you weren't paying attention, it didn't matter, right? If you just started with ChatGPT and then missed everything else, it's okay. Like, I believe all those people kind of wasted their time. None of it really mattered until now. And if you jump aboard this train right now, you can leapfrog everybody else in the business that has no idea about what I'm about to present to you, okay? So it's a very, very important moment right now. Now, if you don't know who this guy is, this is Dario Amati. He is the CEO of Anthropic. He's kind of leading the way. And he says we are at the near end of the exponential AI improvement. So what does that mean? That means all the ideas that we thought we had for AI, we have put them out there, and now we're out of ideas and we got to go back to the drawing board and come up with a new idea, okay? Now, that's good news, because what that means is AI is not going to be changing every 5 minutes anymore. But what is out there right now, they're going to keep improving every single day. And that's why I told you guys, AI is the worst today it's ever going to be. Does that make sense to everybody? Type in the chat. Let me know if you're getting this. Is everybody getting this? Now, here's something else too. And this is a big warning, man. This was February 13th. See, the Microsoft AI chief gives it 18 months for all white collar work to be automated by AI. Guys, that's super scary. Read that headline and take it serious, right? This is going to happen. It's already happening. And what I don't understand is why mainstream media is not talking about this. Every time I open up Google or Yahoo, there's some company that laid off 40% of their workers and replaced it with AI. I saw that Jack Dorsey laid off like 60% of his workers, and his stock went up. Like, this is happening right now. It's gonna wipe out white collars first, and then it's gonna turn around and start affecting blue collars, right? That's gonna happen. And this right here is probably one of the most important things that you guys need to hear, because I feel like marketers have got this wrong for the last 3 years. See, this is a NVIDIA CEO. He's also one of the ones leading the movement. And he's saying, you won't lose your job to AI. You'll lose your job to somebody who uses AI. Because remember what I said at the beginning, AI still has to have somebody check on it, right? That's the reason why we're creating that movement in the Philippines, because we realize that we need to start training VAs to run the AI for American companies. Does everybody get this right now? So you're not going to lose your job to AI. You're going to lose your job to somebody who uses AI. There's a company out there right now that's taking white collar workers and they're teaching them how to manage AI, right? So these are important things. You may have heard about Fiverr, right? We've been using Fiverr for as long as I can remember. Well, guess what? Fiverr is down 94%. Why? Well, because all of the tasks that you can get on Fiverr, AI can be doing. And so the people that are using Fiverr, well, guess what? They're also paying attention to some of the things I'm going to be talking about tonight. So they don't need to go higher on Fiverr anymore. Guys, everything is about to change. Are y'all starting to see this right now? Is this making sense? Now I'm going to come back around and we're going to take a look at where Pacino's at. So he says stage 3, sales page, building sales page. And then he came back in the same minute and said, sales page has been written, sales page deployed. Are you ready for stage number 4? Well, maybe, maybe not. Let's see if he actually did the job. So let me come over here and let me open this up. And let's see. Nope, he's not there just yet. So this is where the AI needs to be checked up on, right? So I'm going to say, your sales page does not look correct. Please redo it. Okay. So guys, I am very, very determined to show you a finished sales page tonight with a video sales letter. I'm hoping that it's going to go into Stripe, create the product, link it to the sales page, and just understand the work that I'm having to put in here, like this right here is a lot of work. Here in the near future, guys, this thing is going to be perfect. It will be perfectly trained where we don't have to worry about these things, right? So here's the message that I want to give to you guys tonight, right? I don't want you to be in fear. Instead, I want you to seize the moment, because AI is not coming, it's here. And this isn't doom, this is actually opportunity, right? And here's the truth, guys. You're hearing this before most people, because you see the AI shift is already happening. It's happening right now, but you guys are ahead of the crowd just for being on this presentation. And this truly is your opportunity, because while others are still unaware, you can be the one leading the AI, not fearing it. And the next slide that I'm about to show you is the most important point I can make in this presentation, guys. See, as an entrepreneur, a business owner, an agency, whatever you are, this is no longer optional. Up to this point, it hasn't been important. It's been optional. But this is your chance to become irreplaceable while others are left behind. And it is an absolute guarantee that people are going to be left behind. And the rug is going to be pulled out from underneath them. How many of you are starting to understand that now? Type in the chat, let me know. How many of you are starting to get this? You have any thoughts on this, Todd? All right, let's see what we got. What is Pacino telling us now? Let me rebuild the sales page with proper styling and layout. Hold on a second. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to research this. I'm going to see. That's a very interesting page. Nope, you're still not there. You are still not there. Let me see what it said, though. Cleaner, more dramatic, hero section, better gradient backgrounds. I'm going to say, what should I say here, Karthik? Nope. This page is unfinished. And here's the thing. This is what I'm going to remind it, right? It can actually look at the page itself. Look at the page yourself. Sometimes you have to remind it of these things, right? Let me see if I can put that H in there. Hold on a second. Go look at the page yourself. And I'm going to let Karthik correct that for a minute while I go through my presentation, okay?
Sure.
So here's the thing, guys. The AI that we have known for the last 3 years, it has been a brain, all right? It has been thinking, predicting, and answering. That's what everybody has known of AI today. That's ChatGPT and everything else. But for 2026, guys, here's the thing. It's new AI. It is brain plus body. So it's logging into software, it's clicking buttons, it's building pages, it's publishing content, it's fixing errors. Okay, this is a whole new realm that we're dealing with now, right? And so you may have heard about agentic AI. How many of you have heard that term before? Type in the chat, let me know. Who has heard of agentic AI? Yes? Yes, yes? Yeah, okay. So look, AI has been reactive, which means it's been answering, okay? But when we look at agentic AI, you give it a goal and it completes it. So we saw this. We saw where we were telling ChatGPT to create an image and it was doing it. We saw it where it was creating slides. We saw it, maybe you were doing like I was doing. I was taking a picture of my dog's ear if it had an infection or something, and I was dropping it in ChatGPT and saying, what's wrong with my poor dog, right? I would say, take him to the vet, right? He needs help. So it was taking a goal and it was completing it. But now, guys, we're over here in proactive AI. See, it sees a problem and it fixes it before you ask. So what does that mean? Well, here's the thing. The old model of I'm going to hire, train, manage, and then repeat the process is no longer here. Now we're on the new model, which is deploy, monitor, refine, scale. Okay, so what this means for you is if you're a coach, well, AI handles support, scheduling, and follow-up. If you're an agency, AI builds reports, it drafts campaigns. If you're a local business, AI handles inquiries and content. If you're a founder, well, AI gives you a report, an intelligence brief, stats, your ad stats, writes your emails, whatever you can think of, okay? So we've been thinking about AI the wrong way, right? It's not one assistant. It's not ChatGPT writing. It's what we built. What we built is a team. Okay, that's the difference here. Is this making sense to everybody? Type in the chat. Let me know if you get this. Totally different. Okay. So the ultimate solution, guys, this is what I love. Let's say that you got workers. They're writing articles, they're updating pages, they're pulling reports, they're monitoring ads, they're checking support. Okay, that's great. But what if then you have an oversee? You have like a CEO that's overseeing the whole thing, right? Detecting errors, retiring failures, flagging anomalies, summarizing performance, reporting trends. This is the ultimate solution. And guys, this is what we have figured out. This is what's so incredible about OpenClaw. All right. So it executes like a VA and it thinks like a manager. I want you guys to think about that. It executes like a VA. It thinks like a manager. So it's like having a room full of VAs and at the same time, a CEO watching the dashboards, all for pennies on the dollar. All right. So if AI has a brain and a body and it can execute tasks, here's my question for you guys. What is stopping you from finally building a digital workforce? Type in the chat, let me know. What would be stopping you at this point? If you didn't have to come up with the ideas anymore, and by the way, even if you don't have a business, this thing is going to create businesses for you guys. You understand? Like you don't even have to recognize the opportunities anymore. You don't even have to come up with the ideas. If you've had excuses, like if we're honest with each other, I'm too old, I'm too young, I don't have enough time, it didn't work before, it's going to cost too much money, nobody's going to buy it, like whatever those excuses are, it doesn't matter anymore because AI it doesn't think that way. It doesn't have emotions, right? At all. So there should be nothing stopping you. Can you guys agree? Type in the chat, let me know. Nothing. Not the technology, not the manager, nothing. There's nothing stopping you, and you just have to accept that fact. So up until now, most people have been using AI like a toy, right? Write me an email, give me a headline, summarize this article. Well, guys, that's not business transformation. That's just typing faster. That's all we've been doing, right? So the real shift happens when AI stops answering questions and starts completing outcomes. All right. So I want you to think about your business right now. And not only do I want to know how many tasks happen every single day, but I want to know which tasks happen every single day. And I'll tell you if this thing can actually help you out. So type in the chat here, tell me, what do you have going on in your business every single day? Type in the chat, let me know. What do you have going on in your business? Let's see, let me find the questions over here. Yeah, you have tasks, but what kind of tasks? Let's replying to emails. Okay, what else? More work. What else? Be specific with me. Tell me the type of task. Are you having meetings? Are you having to do quotes? Are you having to do replays, build courses? Like, what are you guys doing?
About I'm always building sales pages.
Yeah, right. What else, Todd?
Well, obviously the emails.
Emails. What else?
We have to connect to the payment processors and check on that. That's always a pain.
Mm-hmm.
We have to come up with the new products that are trending that haven't already been exhausted.
Yep. Let's see. Building websites for Flippa. Moodane for 30 days. Oh, social media. Don't even get me started on social media.
Yeah, that's something, as a matter of fact, that we need a lot of help on, is the social media.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a right way to do it. There's a wrong way to do it, but this thing can do that. Virtual meetings, create education presentations. Okay, good. Well, here's the thing, and I'm sure that Todd can relate to this. Checking revenue, updating pages, sending follow-ups, monitoring ads, handling support, uploading replays, publishing content, fixing broken links. Does this sound familiar, Todd?
Most definitely.
Yeah, all of these things, right? That's just a fraction. That's just what I could put on the screen, right? But guys, that's labor. And for years, the only way to handle labor was to hire humans. And I know every time I hear myself say that, it's like something out of Total Recall or the Terminator or the Matrix or something. Like, I can't even believe we're doing this presentation right now, right? So what if instead of hiring 3 VAs, you deploy 3 AI workers, right? What does that look like? Well, for me, if we're at $1,000 a month for each VA, and I have a lot of VAs, that comes to $3,000 a month. 12 months, 12 times 3 is 36. That's $36,000 a year. But what if the execution costs pennies on the dollar? And what if the execution was so much better, higher quality, and the balls weren't dropped? Because that's where we're going here, guys. Okay. So we didn't want another AI tool. We wanted a team. All right. Is everybody seeing this right? We wanted a team. Now, we wanted it so bad that we went out there and we just built it. We built a dream team. So let's look at the recap here, right? So we know that there's a white collar warning. There's this huge labor displacement reality. There's old AI versus new AI. There's the agentic explanation. And then there's a whole digital workforce concept. So how many of you guys get this presentation on a scale of 1 out of 10? Type in the chat, let me know. On a scale of 1 out of 10, 1, I'm completely lost, guys. 10, I totally got it. I understand where we're at, where we're going, and why this is such a vital message. Because it really is. Now, obviously, we have an incredible opportunity for you, but whatever you decide to do there, take this message, because 12 to 18 months, guys, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be very, very grateful that you were hearing this when you did.
Yeah, I think you're understating it too. And I remember I said that Chad's the guy that's always on the cutting edge and he knows the stuff before you hear it. And that's what's going on here. He's getting the message out to you now. That white collar warning, that's a real thing.
Yeah, it's all over the news, and they're not talking about it, Todd.
No, it's the #1 story of our time.
And I was talking to my daughter. You remember Katerina? She did some videos for you.
Yeah, of course.
Katerina's going to law school. She's going to be an attorney.
Oh.
And she hit me up the other day. She says, Dad, I see you posting all over your wall and everything. I said, yeah. She goes, am I going to have a job? And I didn't know what to tell her because she's right. There's going to be some kind of company that has these AI attorneys that have a 100% success rate, that don't drop the ball on anything, don't have an attitude, don't take the days off, and they're going to be like 20% less than an attorney. And she's right to have that fear. Something like an attorney, like my girlfriend Connie, she is a hairstylist. She helps me out in the business, but she's a hairstylist. And she's like, do you know that there's actual robots doing like extensions and doing hair now? She's like, I don't know if I'm going to have a job. I should probably start paying attention to the stuff that you're doing, right? We have our kids here in the house, and he loves playing video games. And I'm like, great. But I'll tell you what, let's figure out what people are searching for online, because there are millions of views for these games every month. So if you're going to do that, let's record it. Let me teach you, how to go out there and put them online, get basic SEO, have you start building an audience and building a list, because I don't know what your future looks like. It's pretty scary, right? So these conversations, guys, take place in my home every single day. My whole circle, we talk about this stuff all the time. And it's simple economic math. It really is. So the question is, what if AI actually ran your business? Finally, they've been telling you this for years, but no, it has not been doing that, right? Like, let's be honest. Everybody's been playing around, okay? So now it can, and I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I think we are over here now. Hold on a second. Let me see. Where are we at? Down at the old messages. Okay. So we went through this. Hold on. Sales page, right? 10 elements. Sales page deployed. Okay. This is a different product. You did a different product now, right, Karthik? Which is fine if you did. I just want to show them its abilities. So
yes, I did it for local lead generation.
Okay, let's open this up. Let's see how Karthik did. Maybe, look, guys, there you go. Are you guys seeing this right now? Type in the chat. Let me know if you're seeing this. This just created right now. I'll show you exactly where it came in. So look at this page, Todd.
Yeah, Karthik tried on the other computer and put this, and this just happened.
He tried. I was not in the team room. I was in the other room that wasn't trained. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. It's been a long day for me, so I apologize. But he did the same thing. He came over here.
To you, yeah.
He came over here and said, create a business. He did the same thing, guys, but he did it in the right room. Right here, he said, create a business. So I imagine you went and chose it. Yep, see? 5:37. It's 5:45 right now. So he said, create a business. It did the same thing, right? It said, here's your 10 options. So he went with, I'll summarize it.
The second one.
Yeah, he went with number 2. You'll see it right here. Yep, he said, let's go with the local lead generation.
This is Pacific time. It's 8 minutes ago.
8 minutes ago, yeah. And so here it is. It did the same thing, right? I was just in the wrong room. So he did it all here, came up with the pricing and everything else, okay? So then it got all the way down here, and he said, okay, let's go to phase number 3. The blueprint is complete. And now look, he said, continue at 5:39. Todd, you see this?
Yeah.
And then it said, okay, at 5:42, stage 3 sales page, 10 element sales copy, 3-part hero headline, dark design, video placement. It already created the video, Todd. Now, the video is not going to be perfect yet, but sales page written, sales page deployed. And Karthik, I don't know how you did that, but that was the best sales page I've seen yet. Deployed to person, waiting for Chad to say continue before moving to stage number 4. So here's the thing. I can talk to it, but Karthik, man, you're on a roll. I'm going to let you tell it to continue. Right?
Okay, let me do that right away. 1 second.
Yeah, so let's look at this here, guys. So this page, how many of you would like to have a page created like this every single month, every single week, every single day. Look at the copy. Todd, would you agree that there's worse JV Zoo offers out there than what you're seeing on this page? There is.
We don't need the guy that does our pages. That's what I
There
was
is.
telling you before, right?
I'm
Use
not
these
saying
pages
our
done.
pages, but I'm
It's just
saying,
this is just the page. This is only the tip of the iceberg.
yeah. So let's see if it's actually linked yet. Oh, this is new. I've never seen it do that. It just created a form. Usually, I've never seen it create a form. Usually it goes to Stripe. Wow. Man, Karthik, I'm going to let you drive from now on. So you got it where it's creating a form, but at the top, you also had a video sales letter there, didn't you?
Yeah, no, in this step, it's going to generate the video sales letter. Yeah. Right now, you have a placeholder.
It's a
It's gonna
placeholder.
generate-
Okay.
Yeah, it's a placeholder.
So this is a placeholder, but what's going to happen, guys, is it's going to create a real VSL, and it's going to have my voice there. And all Karthik is doing, look at the comments, Todd. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for.
What do you mean it's going to have your voice?
It's going to have my voice. It's going to create, how much money, I'm curious, Todd, how much money you think you made with PowerPoint slide videos over the years, over the last, however many years, I won't say that.
A lot, like
A lot, right?
Well over $1 million.
Those PowerPoint slide videos have made me more money than me putting myself on camera. They really, truly have, right? So you can see that Karthik has said to continue, and we're now going into stage number 4. And stage number 4 is where it should create the actual video, right? See, look, waiting for Chad to say continue before moving to stage 4, VSL plus Stripe plus checkout. So I'm curious how it's going to do Stripe and checkout since it just went and created a form, right? I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out. But how many of you are blown away by this right now? Who is looking at this and seeing the opportunity? And this is the demo that Todd saw when he said, guys, you got to come on here and share this with my audience. Because he knew that every single one of you that didn't have a business could now have multiple businesses without you lifting a finger. And he also knew that those of you that did have businesses were going to be able to replace so much happening in your business where you had more time, money, and freedom. And that's where we're at with this, right? So Karthik, man, I am so happy you're on the call because you saved the day. So guys, obviously you understand that this is OpenClaw. It turns AI from something that answers into something that executes outcomes. So you set the outcome, it logs in, it builds, it publishes, it monitors, it fixes, no prompts, no babysitting, no extra staff. But you do got a little bit of babysitting. When I wrote this slide, I was like, oh my God, you don't have to, no, you still have to check it, as you guys saw tonight. But who knows, next week, maybe we don't have to check it no more, right? So let's see what it's got here.
Can you show that? Can you click on the video? It's created a video for you in your voice.
I see it. Does everybody see this right now? So it wrote the copy for the video. It created the video, and it should, maybe it has my voice, maybe it doesn't, but let's see what it has. If you run a local service business, you already know the problem. Todd, did that sound like me?
Yeah. It was a little low, but it sounded like you.
Oh yeah, it was definitely me, right? It was definitely me. So it's saying stage 4, VSL and Stripe plus checkout, creating VSL, Stripe products and checkout integration, Stripe product created, Stripe price $500 a month, Stripe checkout connected and working, VSL created, embedded on page, delivery setup documented. So it also went and is saying it created the products. That's the part we're not quite sure on yet, guys.
No, what it does is it goes into, we've already given a Stripe API. It goes into the Stripe API. It creates the product and it would have linked it. If you click on the sales page, what were just forms right now, you can see that, because for the consulting, I said, let's do a $500 Stripe checkout, right? So can you just click on the page?
Yep, so I'm going to reload this. I just want to make sure, is everybody keeping up with what's happening right now? Like if you blink, you're going to miss it. That's how fast it is updating things. So I don't think we have unless I don't have the right link. Hold on a second. Let's see, sales page. If sometimes it changes the links, right? So let's come over here and let's look. Let's open this back up. Yeah, it's a different link. So let's see.
Because
We still don't have the
cached.
sales page there yet, right?
Yeah, it's there. It's loading for me.
The video's not there though, right?
Yeah, the video is not there, but when you click on get your first lead in 7 days, I've linked it to the checkout Stripe. It went
Yeah,
and
but you didn't link it. It linked itself.
I asked it to link it.
You asked it to link it. Yeah, but so are you guys seeing this right now? So it went into Stripe. It created its own product. Now what we need to do is we need to tell it to pull this video to the page. So I'm just going to say, no, you need to pull the video to the page, right? So it will go and place this video on the page, guys. Is everybody starting to get this right now? On a scale of 1 out of 10, how many of you are getting this? 1, I'm totally lost. 10, OMG, I totally get it, and I can't wait to put this thing to play. Let's see, we got 6,000 total game changer, 10, 10, 11, 10, 10, OMG, 11. Yeah, man, this is a big deal. Now you guys see why we're excited. Like Karthik and I have not slept in the longest time.
Yeah, but explain how this is so much more evolved than vibe coding.
Oh, we'll talk about vibe coding, right? There's a big difference here because with vibe coding, it's going to build an app, Todd, right? And there's some issues there. And OpenClaw can build software too, but you don't want to build software in OpenClaw. And I'll tell you the reason why here in a little bit. I'll be honest and transparent with you guys. But this thing is doing all of the steps. It's coming up with the idea. It's scoring the opportunity, right? Scoring the idea, mapping out the product, figuring out the funnel, writing the copy, creating the landing page, writing the VSL, creating the VSL, adding my voice to it, and now it's going into Stripe, creating the product, and now, according to this, it's got the VSL on the page. So let's take a look and let's see. Let me hit the back arrow here, and let's refresh this bad boy. Look at there. Look at there. Are you guys seeing this? You already know the problem. You're bleeding money on Angie. Are you guys seeing this right now? You're seeing it in real time.
Yeah.
In real time, guys. And by the way, I just want to point something out to you that I think is really, really important. Do you see us giving this a lot of feedback right now? Do you see us like writing scripts or anything? Like, look, one word, continue.
Yeah. Chad, can I just answer Todd's question?
You go for it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. See, Todd, while vibe coding requires continuous human interaction, right? What OpenClaw does here is it's going to plan it, it's going to execute it, it's going to do multiple tasks, it's going to create sub agents, which can it would have created an agent to do the VSL. It would have created multiple sub agents so that it can complete full products without continuous supervision. For example, all the webinars that we have for the JVs, I gave it to OpenClaw, and OpenClaw is the one which will remind Chad, okay, 1 hour for Todd's webinar to go. So and daily when Chad comes in, he checks in like, what are the tasks assigned for the team? What are they up to? So it messages everybody. It is like fully autonomous. Whereas in a vibe coding, you just, you take a specific task, like how you talk with ChatGPT, and you just, you just have to like do it again. And the context is also like lost. Here, the context is like better because it saves it locally. There, you just have to like, let's say you create a page, then you give something else. It'll do a whole new different thing.
Yeah.
The memory is way better. Yeah.
It's definitely a lot different, Todd. A lot different, right?
Yeah.
But how many of you? This is a thing I want to get, and it surprised me the other day. I was on a webinar. It would surprise me how many people don't have a business And they were so excited because everybody was like, this is what I know I need to be doing. And I knew the steps. I just, for whatever reason, couldn't get it together. I couldn't get past the tech hurdles or whatever the case is. Now, guys, I want you to know something. I'm going to show you how this can work with software, which is magical. All the software that Todd and Luann have, everything that you guys have launched over the year, Todd, this thing will run that software for you.
Wow.
All of it. All of it. I could even create the skills for you to do that. But here's the thing. What I'm doing right now, guys, it is using zero software. There is no software here. Everything that you're seeing is all free. The only thing that we're paying for is the AI to run this. And right now, we're on a model that is pennies on the dollar. We're on a model called Kimi 2.5. And you guys will learn about all that stuff, okay? But even creating the sales letter, all of that stuff, it's free. It's doing all that on its own, right? It created the page with HTML. It loaded it into a free server. Okay, it's doing all this stuff. Every single one of you can do what you're seeing here on the screen. All right, so I told it to continue. I said, you are amazing. They love Pacino. So Karthik, I'm going to tell you to have it go on to step 5. Would you please? All right, good. So guys, now you're understanding that OpenClaw is not software, it's leverage. It is not an AI tool. It is not an automation platform. It is not an agent framework. It is not vibe coding. But rather, this is what happens when you have workers and a CEO overseeing those workers inside your laptop. But you know what? We learned that you're not even going to put it in a laptop. We're going to put it in a box. And we'll talk about safety here in a little bit because it can be a little dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, right? So one CEO and multiple AI workers, as many AI workers as you want. And by the way, you're not the one going and setting up these AI workers and all this stuff. Your CEO is doing all this stuff. And your CEO is OpenClaw. So Pacino, you're watching my CEO, his name's Pacino. Karthik's CEO is named Sanjeet. My buddy Nick, his CEO is named Mario. I got 250 students. They all have different CEO names. Their CEO is now assigning the task and building the workers, basically, right? So you set the direction, AI executes, AI reports, you decide, all right? So this isn't automation, it's multiplication. So before and after OpenClaw, tell me if you guys can relate to this, right? You ready for this? Writing emails, building pages, checking stats, hiring freelancers, managing all that tech versus simple voice commands. I'll show you that here in a second. Tasks are being executed, systems are built, reports are delivered, assets are created. Now, which one would you rather have? Do you want to stay in chaos? Or for some of you, you never even got started. I've been in chaos for a long time. Or would you rather be over here in harmony with OpenClaw? Which one, guys? That's the question, right? And this really did change everything. So your new operating model, the old model is you do the work, you hire the help, you manage the tasks, you chase the problems, you manage the tech. The new model, you set the outcomes, AI completes them, AI monitors performance, AI fixes issues, and you scale. Very, very simple. So I'm going to tell you how all this came about. So I already told you guys that I turned 50 years old in January. I usually don't celebrate my birthday, but for January, I celebrate it all month. We live here outside of Vegas, so we went to all the Circus Olays again, and we had prime rib and margaritas. I got to celebrate the whole month. And one of the things I was doing is I was going to my audience. I'm really, really big on local newsletters. And I created this incredible course, and I just gave it to everybody as a birthday gift, right? And a day after my birthday, the 25th, I opened up an email, and there was a newsletter there. It was a tech newsletter, and it mentioned something about this thing called Claw Hub. Because OpenClaw used to be Claw Hub or something, and then it went to Moltbot, or it was called Clawbot, and then it went to Moltbot, and now it's OpenClaw, right? So when it was Clawbot, I was like, what the heck is that? That sounds like something from Red Lobster or something. So I jumped on YouTube. I found one video, guys, And a day later, the Monday, I jumped in here and I tagged my 2 lead developers. And I said, guys, watch this. And there was a video here, right? And I said, let's meet at 9:30 a.m. Start putting this together. That was at 8:40. 8:59, my team, my 2 lead developers came back, or I asked them, I said, did you guys get the message? They came back at 8:59. Yes, I'm watching the video. I said, okay. And the other guy said, yes, I'm watching it. 9:26, they completed the video. I hopped on a call right away. I was so excited, guys. This is what I told my team. I said, this will automate 100% of our business. Not just the obvious tasks, not just the content. I mean everything, including the things we were dropping the ball on. And I asked them, I said, do you think that's the case? And they said, well, we don't know, you know, because it's AI. And I knew for a fact that they were scared they were going to lose their job, because AI, in my opinion, was going to be able to do everything that they were doing. Everything they were doing, right? So we hopped on a call and I said, okay, this is what I want to have happen. And I want it to happen this week. All right. So I said, I want it to give us our sales stats every day, because we don't ever go in there and check it. I want to know how we're doing with our ads. I want to know any new orders that have come in. I want to know our current task. I want to know how our system health is, our software, our domains, is everything online. I wanted to send out email broadcasts. I wanted to update our training announcements, like what Todd's doing here with the webinar. I wanted to create our email workflows. I wanted to create tracking links. I wanted to create our tags. I wanted to set up integrations for the tags. I wanted to go pull the replay for our calls, transcribe them, make copies out of it. And then I wanted to go and create the replay pages with the new copy. I wanted to send out replay emails. I wanted to go build lead steps. I wanted to take the replays and then load them in our members area. I wanted to build out full-blown courses, because why not? I wanted to go and identify local news happening in the area, and then turn around and write SEO optimized articles for our newsletters. And I wanted to give me a report on what's happening with the support desk. Todd, tell me, would that not be a dream come true?
You know, it just sounds so amazing. And, you know, Chad, that is what I was talking about at the beginning of the webinar. I knew that you had discovered this the last week of January. I got wind of it, and I was so excited to share it even back then when you were just talking about it. I got wind of the fact that you discovered this.
Yeah, I wanted to do all this. And you know what, guys? I started posting on my wall. I said, here's what I'm going to do. And everybody told me I was crazy, Todd. They said, no, you're years ahead. AI can't do that. It's not stable, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nope, it's going to do it, and I'm going to prove it. So here's the thing, guys. I'm a little bit different than everybody else, because I've been in the business a long time. And quite frankly, I'm lazy. I don't want to be in front of a computer. But I knew that this could do this. So I told my team, hey, this is going to automate 100% of our business, and we're going to figure it out this week. We're going to do nothing. We're going to drop everything we're doing, and we're only going to focus on this. And it was like silence. Like nobody wanted to play ball with this, but I 100% believed in it. I remember calling up Karthik saying, dude, get ready. Everything's about to change. And so I did something pretty crazy. I went out there and I created an offer called the OpenClaw Shadow Intensive. And here was the whole entire hook. If you want to watch us build out skills for the next 2 weeks, then you can join this intensive. I had 22 people that signed up for this intensive. At the time, it was $497. And all I did was I told them, hey, you're going to hop on a call with me and my team for the next 14 days. I think this is incredible technology, and we're going to build it all out. So now I had 22 people that paid me money. And guess what, Todd? I had put myself in the box. On February 5th, I was forced to show up every single day for 2 weeks. I had no choice. And I knew it was going to cost time, effort, energy, money. So I had to put myself in the box because I'm lazy. I'd have got the sniffles or got tired or whatever my excuse would have been. Well, guess what? Now I was forced to show up for 14 days. And I did. And right away, our students were getting massive results. I created the article, the photo, the keywords, and saved it as a draft. That was John Bingham. Dean says, holy smokes, onboarded after I got home, and this thing is addicting. Chad, you hit the jackpot. Everyone hang in there. This is going to change everything. Martin's a little bit techie. He's over in the Netherlands, and his name Dexter. He said, for the past 24 hours, Dexter, my AI assistant, have been productive. This is our newsletter software, and he's getting all techie with you guys, but basically he got it creating newsletters, and he went and used this software, whatever this does, and he created some brain command, and he got all techie. We don't get techie, guys. We keep it stupid simple, but everybody started getting results. So we had an idea, and we wanted to bring people on a call so that we were held accountable, and we just had an idea. We just said, hey, we're going to figure this thing out. We're going to crack the code, and we're going to build skills. And people were blown away with what we did. Matter of fact, I'll show you on Facebook what people are saying here in a second. But here's my point. See, now we're going to do it again. But you don't have to build what we've already built. You don't have to spend all that money. You don't have to spend all that time, energy, frustration. Everything you just watched, the workflows, the integrations, the containment, the execution, guys, we've already built it. Matter of fact, if I come over here, I saw a summary that came through. Look at this. Are you seeing this right now, Todd? Create business complete. Stage number 1, opportunity intelligence. Local business lead generation service selected. Stage number 2, product architecture. Complete business blueprint created. Stage number 3, sales page deployed. Stage number 4, video sales letter plus Stripe plus checkout. Stripe product created. Stripe price $500 a month. Stripe checkout connected and working. VSL created on embed page. Delivery setup documented. Stage number 5, traffic and conversion assets. Organic assets created. 20 plus posts. Paid assets created, 10 plus ads, email sequence written, 7 emails. Stage number 6, this is where we're scared. Active traffic deployment, organic deployment plan, 30-day schedule, paid traffic strategy, Facebook plus Google, tracking systems configured, lead capture automation documented. Stage 7, optimization and scale, 3 optimization levers identified, 3 scaling strategies defined, branding expansion opportunity mapped, revenue target set for month 12, $84,000. It wants to go out there on Twitter and Facebook and start posting to get the sales. Is everybody seeing this right now? You witness this. And to be honest with you, Todd, I am still shell-shocked. I never thought anything was going to be as productive and moving as fast as I could. And this thing is 100 times faster than me.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, I'm reading at the bottom too, the final deliverables.
It's crazy, isn't it? Now, is it perfect? No. Is there things that we can go and change the pricing? And yeah, of course there is. But guys, for years I've been saying, look, all you got to do is get something on the canvas so that you can improve it. Man, this thing came up with the idea and colored your canvas pink. Like it's got rainbows on the canvas. Like there's so many places for you guys to start. Do you see it? And so whether you have a business or not, if you have a business, it gets to know you. If you don't have a business, well, guess what? You're going to have a business pretty fast. And the whole thing is with the model that we were running to do this, Todd, I don't even think we spent 5 cents.
This particular business is set up to do what specifically?
This is one that Karthik created, right? Local business lead generation service, complete business blueprint created. All right. So if we went up to number 2, I don't know, because Karthik was the one that created this one, right? I'm usually focused on newsletter stuff. But let's see. This business here, number 2. Hold on, let's get to it right here. It'll tell you right up on the top. Stage 2, business blueprint, local blue. Okay, core offer, done for you local lead pipeline. We generate qualified leads for local service business, plumbers, HVAC, electricians, lawyers, roofers through targeted paid ads and local SEO delivered directly to their phone, email daily. What they get, 10 to 30 qualified leads per month, guaranteed minimum or refund, complete lead capture system, landing pages, forms, automation, real-time lead notification, SMS and email, lead dashboard with tracking, and monthly performance reports. And it will go build all of these things.
You know, it's funny. It's building it. You're selling it to the only remaining people that are at risk of losing their jobs to AI. I wonder if that's a coincidence or not. Electricians, plumbers, those are the people that aren't going to immediately lose their jobs to AI.
Yeah, and I don't think it's perfect out of the box, guys, but I think it's giving you something to clean up. And I think it's going to figure out a lot of things that you guys can't figure out. And we're going to find out next week, and you guys will hear it. We're getting ready. I have VAs out there right now building Twitter accounts and social media services because I'm going to let it go, Todd. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it start posting, and I'm going to let it start going out there and getting sales because it keeps telling me it can.
Yeah, why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't it? If it makes the right post, why wouldn't it? It's going to, and I think that this is the future, right? So if I were to come over here, what's one of your websites, Todd?
Oh, Luann, I'll have to answer that question.
Anything. Do you have toddgrowth.com?
No, that's probably. Go ahead, Luann.
We at the moment, can you hear me? No.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. It looks like my mic is muted. That's why I was asking. We don't really actually have a website that's up right now. I'm embarrassed to say.
All right. Well, that's not what I expected, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up Telegram right now, and I'm going to go ahead and send it a message. Okay. Hey, can we create a pop link? Oh, did I record it? Hold on a second. Oh, I didn't hold it down. Hey, Pacino, can we create a pop link? Okay, now you guys are going to see this audio message pop up here. See this audio message? So we should see Pacino start typing when he gets the message. Now, what's happening is there is an AI called Whisper AI, also known as ChatGPT, that is going to go through and it's going to transcribe this audio message, right? I'm just going to ask him for sake of time. I know he'll come back, but I'm going to say, did you get it? It'll transcribe this audio message, and then he's going to come back and say, sure, what's your destination? Okay. Now, this is where we can get this demonstration here. It was working on its own and just using HTML and a free server and everything else. But now what it can do is it can start working with software as well. Okay. Now, this audio thing, I'm going to say it works 95% of the time. But right now, I don't see it responding yet. There he goes. All right, what's the date? Okay, so I'm going to say, how about jvzoo.com? Okay, we'll do just like this. All right, there you go. Let's see. So now here's the problem with AI today. I don't see what you sent. The conversation history got compacted. So that means that we did a lot. Sometimes we see that. So see it got lost. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to say /pop link. Okay. And this is where AI is going to be improving, guys, like every single day. Like the biggest complaint people have is when you do too much, it can lose its history. Now, it doesn't mean that I can't go copy what I just did and say continue. I can. But in the future, guys, this thing is going to be bulletproof. And it's already to the point where it can do so much for you. And there's nobody else that is out there like creating stuff like we are. Nobody. Everybody's still trying to get this thing to install. And certainly they have no idea how to onboard it. But if you see what it just did? It just went and created chadnicely.com /JVZoo. And if I click chadnicely.com /JVZoo, let's see, did I do something wrong? Chad Nicely, this should be the link. So let me see if I gave it wrong over here. Hold on a second. JVZoo, that's the right link, isn't it, Karthik? This should have been a link. So while he's looking at that, let me try something else. I've never seen that break, but we're gonna do this one, /lead step. Watch this one. So this is where it starts working with all the software. And again, you saw where I could do it with commands. So I'm just simply going to say, Todd Gross is the greatest marketer on the planet. All right, your audience will like that, right, Todd? All right, so let's see what happens. It just asked me for a hook. Does everybody see this right now?
Yep.
It just asked me for a hook. I'm dying to know what I did wrong with that pop link, though, because I've never seen that choke like that. All right, let's
try
see.
something other than JVZoo. They may have a thing against pop links to it.
You think?
Maybe.
You didn't see anything wrong with it, did you, Karthik? We'll try a different one here in a minute. So let's see.
What is the hook?
The hook is Todd Gross is the greatest marketer on the planet. So let's see what it came up with, Todd.
Okay.
So if I open this up, right? Discover why top marketers study his every move. Todd Gross is the greatest marketer on the planet. Enter your email to get free access to his best marketing secrets. You saw it, right? So if I do this, if I opt in, right? If I click this here, it's going to take me to the thank you page. And now I can come back and I can tell it, go ahead and put a video there.
That's pretty funny. That's amazing.
I thought you'd get a kick out of that, right? So it's doing these things with other software, guys. Is everybody understanding this right now? And this is why I was trying to tell him all of your software, all of it, AI can run it. All of it, right? So let's try another one. I'm curious on this. I'm going to say /pop link. I want to see why it blocked JVZoo. You saw that, right, Karthik?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this. HTTPS perplexity.ai. By the way, if you guys get perplexity.ai, you'll have all the models for $20 a month. Just so you know, instead of just paying for ChatGPT, you can get Perplexity, and you have Perplexity, you have ChatGPT, you have Grok, you have Gemini, you have everything. Okay, so let's see if it does it. I'm not sure what you mean. The JVZoo already directs. Maybe that's why. Maybe we already have JVZoo. But let's see if this one opens. Hold on a second. No, that one didn't open. We'll have to find out why that is. Man, I hate it when that stuff happens live. Okay, no problem. But you guys get the point, right? It can work with software. All right. And we use it a lot. Like if I come over here and if I say /broadcast, let's see what this one does. /broadcast. Okay. Then it's going to turn around. And you can see Karthik's in there typing now. Karthik's getting ready to spank it. /broadcast. Now it's going to turn around and it's going to write an email. All right, look, what's the subject line? Email body. Okay, I'm going to say the subject line is the same exact thing, right? So I'm going to say Todd Gross is the greatest marketer on the planet. All right, and I'm not going to give it email body or anything else. I'm just to say, do your best, okay? And now what's going to happen, guys? Got the subject line. What's the email body? You create it. I just don't want to play, and I usually don't want to play. I usually want this thing to do all the work for me. I'll write the email. Who should receive it? Tag name, contact, links, or active. Okay, so I'm going to say active, but do not send it. Can you imagine if that email went to my whole entire list right now, Todd?
I think it's a good subject.
I've actually had it do that before. Very, very early on, it sent the same email 3 different times to 266 people, but it said, hey, this is Pacino, and I'm testing out the email. But the good news is it sent it to everybody in the workshop. So they all got a kick out of it because they knew who Pacino was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now what it's doing, guys, is it's writing the email, all right, and then it'll send me a test. And then on top of that, in our email system, it can turn around and it'll say, do you want to re-engage some of the people that haven't been inactive and see if we can make them active again? Do you want to bring back the people that are like in a dead status that haven't talked in a very long time, haven't opened? It'll do all these things. So every single autoresponder that you guys have out there, guess what? This thing will write emails for you, right? Let's see, broadcast. Let me give a different approach. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, fix it. Here, let's see, got it. The broadcast email is ready to go. Subject, Todd Gross, greatest marketer on the planet. Tag all active contacts. So it's gone and wrote the HTML email, ready to send when you give the word. And I'm going to say, can you give me a short little preview? Okay. This is in real time, guys. In real time, you guys are seeing this. See this HTML email right here? We built 7-figure empires using strategies no one else teaches. Look, subject, Todd Gross is the greatest marketer on the planet. Preview, I'm about to make a bold statement. Todd Gross is hands down the greatest marketer on the planet. Email summary opens with bold claims about Todd. 4 reasons why he's the greatest. Gross method. Oh, look at that. You got the gross method, Todd. Traffic algorithm, funnel architecture, CTA to get free access. Are you seeing this right now? Links to here. PS teaser about changing their environment marketing approach forever. And then I can say, okay, send me a test, and then it will actually send this email out, guys. Are you all seeing this? Now, can it come up against errors? Yeah, it'll come up but by the time I have the ability to say fix it, it's already fixed it, as you guys saw, right? So it will fix things, okay? So everything that we built, guys, everything, right? We've already built it. You can just plug it in. You don't start from zero. You start from our infrastructure, right? So on Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are doing the OpenClaw Shadow Intensive 2.0. So the first one, we had an idea. Now we know what we're doing. Now we've cracked the code. Now we have an incredible bundle with everything that we have put together in the first workshop. All right, so this is how this is going to work. The first thing is, let's talk safety. You cannot install this on your computer. You do not want to. As you saw, it's pretty powerful, and it can go into files, and it can make changes, like it can do things. So we want to put it in a box. So if it breaks in the box. So we created a box called Claw Launcher, all right? And so it's not running on your personal computer, but it's running on a different server, all right? And you guys just be able to log into a site, and you'll be able to control it. Now, looking at the Shadow Intensive, this is going to be 18 days of live build sessions. You're going to watch my team build real skills in real time. You're going to see how we train and deploy OpenClaw Live. You'll learn how it connects with your software stack. You'll be able to ask questions as we get it. All sessions are recorded and saved, okay? And this is how this looks like, all right? Now, we're getting ready to begin this phase here. And the reason why is because I now have to do onboarding every single day, because that's how many people are signing up. Every single day at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, starting Monday, we have our onboarding call. Now, here's the thing. You're going to go through, I'm going to show you the members area in a minute. You're going to do simple little steps. You're going to be able to install and onboard this thing. But in the rare case that you can't get it installed, my team's just going to go install it for you. Okay, so 100% success rate. There's no reason why you can't do this, all right? So on Monday, you'll go, like you could go through it tonight, go through the steps and get all set up. But on Monday, all right, we're going to go through and we're going to start teaching it how to create the skills. We're going to start all over so that you learn how to do this, okay? So there's something called APIs. Every software has an API. And what happens is we tell OpenClaw what the API is, and then it can connect to the software. And that's how it's been able to do the things that we've been seeing tonight, all right? And then phase number 3, this is where we're going to teach you guys how OpenClaw can build its own software. So if I come back over here, and if I were to show you this, I kind of teased you with this a minute ago. OpenClaw, Pacino, went and built its own command center, okay, with all the commands it's creating. It created its own dashboard over here, so we can see the next task that's running. We can see all everything it's working on over here. We can see the API keys it's connected to. We can say the other software it's connected to, like it's connected to Zoom, it's connected to Vimeo, it's connected to all of my software, it's connected to agent email. And we can see like the cron jobs down here, the models it's connected to, okay? But we're just scratching the surface, because it also has a business board. So every single time it creates a business, it updates its own board, all right? It also has a team board. So this is where it keeps track of what it's doing. I can also switch to this view like this. But on top of that, my whole team is in here too. So it manages my team. It manages itself, it manages me. All right, so we had a software called Placky that we are paying $140 a month for because of all the seats. We canceled Placky. Now we just use this because OpenClaw runs it, right? This is called the Operator Vault. So the reason why you have this, see if these images start loading here. Come on, Vercel. The reason why you have this is normally it has images showing up here, and that way when it's building skills, what it can do is it can come back over here and it can look at these images that's not coming in right now, but there's usually images right there, and that way it can determine how to build the sales page, okay? Images, emails, product templates, these are resources that OpenClaw uses so that it knows how to build what it needs to build at the time, okay? We also have a project board. So if you have ongoing projects, you can tell OpenClaw, hey, just add this to my project board. We're pretty big on newsletters. So it goes out there and writes newsletters for our West Valley Shoutouts. That's our current publication. If we come over here, these are ideas. So if you get an idea, you just tell OpenClaw, hey, do me a favor, add that to my idea board, right? And so you can see the different statuses over here. This is our video queue. All right, so how this works is it goes into Vimeo or Dropbox, it grabs a video, it sends it to another site. That site cuts up the video into these little tiny short form videos. This is what you were talking about, Todd. And then what happens is OpenClaw goes back into that site, grabs those videos. I come over here and watch these things, and I either approve it or reject it. If I approve it, it then sends it to another software where it syndicates it to Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all those things. What do you think of that, Todd?
Wow. Wow. I didn't realize all those things were in there.
Oh, yeah. On top of that, mine's empty right now, but if you see like a webinar, an offer, or something you want to buy, instead of sending yourself a note or something, just tell Pacino, hey, add this to my wish list. And then finally, we have a resource library. If you find a URL that you like or a bookmark or whatever, you can just say, hey, add this to the resource library. So you don't control anything anymore. You just tell Pacino, hey, add this to my library, and it does it. Does that make sense to everybody? Type in the chat. Let me know if you guys are getting this. So this whole thing that we built, now you're starting to see why we spent so much money. This whole thing we built, Pacino was the one that built it. Now, why would you have OpenClaw build software? Guys, if you're using Base 44, Replit, Lovable, whatever you're using to build vibe coding, do that stuff, keep doing that. Keep doing that, okay? You're much better off building over there than you are in here. The only reason why you would build in here, guys, is if you want Pacino to run it. That's it. Because when you're building over here, you're going to be spending tokens. It's going to be more expensive than building on Replit or Lovable or something else. Does that make sense to everybody? Because to build like this, you got to use a big thinker model. You can't use a cheap model. So, and it's a huge opportunity because if you think about it, we're teaching our people how to go out there and sell this to businesses. So when you can step into a business that's currently using Trello or Asana or Basecamp, and you can say, hey, you know what? We can take your whole entire project center. We can rebuild it where an AI actually manages you and your team and it manages itself. Is everybody starting to get this? And I believe that that is going to be the #1 most requested service for the next 12 to 18 months, is getting businesses onboarded with this. And so in the workshop, we also focus on that, as well as some other things that I'm about to tell you. But I wanted you guys to understand that that board, that control panel that you saw me build for ourselves, we're going to teach you guys how to do that in phase number 3. And then phase number 4, well, this is where you're going to go download all the skills for create sales pages, create video sales letter, add your Stripe account, everything that you guys saw at the beginning of this call. I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. All roads lead to this guy here, the business builder. All right. So the Micro SaaS Accelerator, you're going to build AI-powered apps that OpenClaw controls automatically. You're going to deploy apps publicly on your own domain. You're going to set up users, access level, monetization flows. You're going to add your branding, launch your own platform. You're going to launch micro SaaS tools to generate revenue and turn OpenClaw into public-facing SaaS engine so that it can run itself. That's the only time. So yeah, if you're using Base 44, if you're using Bolt, keep doing that. If you want OpenClaw to build its own solution, and it'll come up with the solutions for you. It'll say, you know what, I got an idea. Can I build a board? And you're like, yeah, I guess so. That was my first time, right? It will build a board. And the reason why is because it knows how to use the board. All right. So if you're trying to build on like one of those no code platforms, and then you plan on having OpenClaw use it, it's not going to work that way, guys. Because what you have to do is you have to make your APIs public on those platforms. Then you got to come back in and you got to train OpenClaw. If OpenClaw builds the software, it has the APIs cooked in. It's the one that built it, so it knows how to use it. So there's no training. Does everybody understand that now that's doing all the vibe coding and everything?
So just to clarify, you just clarify if you're already using base 44 bolt, then and you're building software with that, how would you integrate it with this?
You won't. You won't, because if you do, you have to make the APIs public over there, which is not very easy. And then you have to take the APIs, Todd, and you have to train OpenClaw to use that software. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If OpenClaw builds the software and you'll be talking to it, and then all of a sudden it'll say, hey, I should build a board for myself. If it does it, if it builds it, it doesn't have to train. It knows how it works because it's the one that built it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit confusing, right? All right. So guys, we also have our members area, and our members area is the reason why everybody's succeeding. Step-by-step video lessons, a clear goal to complete in every chapter, earn points, badges, and rewards, built-in community, all the replays for the workshop in one place. So if I were to open this back up again, and if I were to come over here, here's our members area. And I see that there's comments coming in. I like how you and your team work out issues in real time. Done, done, done. Okay. So if I come over here, if I look at this, you can see these basic chapters. Okay. So look at this here, guys. 504 goals have been completed in here. So here's how this works. You go through the simple little steps like this one right here. You're going to watch the video up above. Okay. So wherever that video is at, hold on, let me refresh this. I don't know what in the world is going on with my browser. Hold on. You know what? I'll bet I'm logged out. Let me log back in. It's been a while since I've done this. And actually, I'm going to go to Chrome. That could be a lot of the problem I'm having. Hold on. Let me go to Chrome and out of Firefox, guys. Give me just a second because I want you to see this. Okay. Let's try Chrome. There we go. All right. I'm done with Firefox tonight. Yeah, no, that is completely wrong. What is happening there? Do you see that, Karthik? I want to show them that members area. Can you look into that for me, please? Good Lord. All right. So you go through, you watch the video. There's a goal on every single chapter, guys. You open up that goal block. You do what's shown there. And then what happens is you receive points, badges, and rewards. Okay. Is this making sense to everybody? And everybody is succeeding with this. Like you saw, there was like 500 goals. We had the positive comments over in the corner. I just don't know. I just don't know if I'm having problems or what's going on. So we're going to find out. But in addition to that, everything you saw OpenClaw doing with the skills, create sales page, create video sales letter, create the landing page, everything that you guys saw at the beginning, those are called skills. Okay. So if I bring this back up, let me see if I can get this to open again. Over here, these right here, these are the skills, right? So save an idea, save a resource, write a sales page, sales copy, create a VSL, video avatar, broadcast, email stats. Are you guys seeing all this right now? Reactivate, load a replay, create an article, create a pop link, a lead step, a bridge page, create a tag. All of these things we have trained and it's included. We're just going to give you all of these skills. Okay. And it's very simple. You just drop them into your OpenClaw and then it knows exactly what to do. Now, that whole entire command center that you guys saw, where you saw where it created its own software, this isn't something where we give you like access to it and you log in with like your username and password. No, this is something very different. What we have to do is we are going to go and install the whole entire thing in your infrastructure. So you're going to have the command center, the command engine, the team board, the project board, the article board, the video queuing system, the idea board, the wish list, the resource library, the bookmark manager, the whole thing. We are going to go and deploy inside of your library. And the reason why is because when you have this, this is now your software. So if you want to turn this to a purple background, you can. If you want to remove the team board because you don't have a team, you can, right? You are able to tell OpenClaw to make as many changes to it as you want. Is that making sense to everybody? Type in the chat, let me know if you're getting this. Find the chat over here. That chat's kind of hidden. Yeah. So the whole thing, everything that we spend money on, time to develop out, we're giving it to you. Okay. In addition to that, you probably didn't know about this, Todd. When you hop on the workshop, just like I did tonight, when I said /pop link /lead step, when you hop on that webinar, guys, when you hop on that workshop, you're going to see me doing those things, and you're going to go, how do I get the software to do that? Right? How do I get the software to create the lead steps, the bridge pages? How do I get the software to create sales pages and funnels? How do I create a course like that? How do I create my article, my newsletter, right? How do I create quizzes? How do I fire off tags? And the reason why I know this is because I've been doing this for a long time, okay? So here's the thing. I'm going to do something I've never heard of before because I want you guys to see all the opportunities, right? With PageSprout, you're going to be able to create tracking links, lead steps, bridge pages. With Membird, which we just launched, you're going to be able to create sales pages, link to funnels, pull stats, manage ads. With CourseSprout, you're going to be able to load replays, create courses, create lessons. With Letterman, you're going to be able to create publications, create articles, create newsletters. With Global Control, you're going to be able to add contacts, pull contacts, fire tags, add integrations, create emails, create workflows. You're going to be able to do all of that with our software suite. Is everybody getting this right now? Find the comments.
That's your software suite from recent products that you've launched.
Yep. And guess what we did, Todd? We were the first ones to do it 30 days ago. We went and made it all trainable on OpenClaw. And that's the reason why I've been doing as much as I've been doing out there.
Oh my goodness.
We were just the first ones to do it. And that was the plan from the very start. I said, OpenClaw is going to replace everything that you guys are doing manually in our business. And it did. And you saw it, right? And guys, as I said, all roads lead to here, where once you got it onboarded, and I'll show you that. Well, actually, once you got it installed, once you got it onboarded, then the next step is you're going to go hop on the workshop, learn how to start training the skills. We're going to give you the skills, but you might be using software in your own business. So we're going to do everything we can to teach you how to take the software that you're using and the tasks that you're doing and train OpenClaw to do those things in your business. And once all that happens, when we get to phase 4, this is where we want your OpenClaw to build a business as many times as you want to. No limit. We want you to plan, build, sell, scale, automate. How many of you believe that OpenClaw can do that for you? Type in the chat, let me know. Based on what you saw tonight, how many of you believe that OpenClaw could do that for you? So Michelle believes it. Who else? Type in the chat, let me know. Jim, yeah, you guys witnessed it. You witnessed it in real time, right? So it's going to come up with the idea, score the opportunity, come up with a plan, create the copy, create the sales page, create the Stripe product, link to the payment gateway, create the deliverables, create the VSL, write the marketing emails, create the workflow, start driving traffic on social. Are you guys seeing this right now? But in addition to that, I'm also going to put you in a private WhatsApp channel, okay? And it's here where you guys are going to be supported. You're going to be able to connect with other people, right? Like-minded individuals. And what we're finding is that there's people that recognize this opportunity and they are going out there and they are the ones that are selling it. But then there's other people that are scared to sell. And so what they're doing is they are pairing up with the people that are willing to sell, and they're the ones doing the delivery, right? So it's here where you're gonna be able to find accountability partners and partners for your business, because it is an amazing opportunity that everybody is focused on. Does that make sense? How many of you have been watching this tonight and you've been seeing the opportunity here? Type in the chat, let me know. And remember what I said, for the next 12 to 18 months, this is going to be the hottest thing out there, guys, and nobody knows about it. Absolutely nobody knows about it. But in addition to that, how many of you have been liking us, turning around telling a Pacino to build a lead step or create a business? Have you guys been liking seeing the behind the scenes on that? Because we also have a Telegram channel where my team, and it's mainly VAs. I got VAs in the Philippines. I got VAs in Nepal, India, Pakistan. I got developers, but they are the ones that are commanding OpenClaw now. It's usually not me, right? So they're the ones telling, let's write the email, let's load the replay. So what I would like to do is put you guys in a Telegram channel. Yeah, everybody likes it. I want to put you in a Telegram channel where you guys can see that in real time. So we've created a Telegram channel where everybody can watch my team training OpenClaw. All right. So on Monday, we're going to go through the intro and onboarding to get you installed and set up. I'll show you what the onboarding process looks like here in a minute. Phase number 2 is where we start getting into the skills, the API, and the software. Phase number 3 is the micro SaaS accelerator, right? We're going to spend 3 days doing that. Phase number 4 is the business builder. That's where it starts building businesses for you. You're going to watch me take a brand new account. So we've already got Pacino. He's pretty well done. So now what we're going to do is we are going to take the Godfather. Our next bot is named the Godfather, and we're going to train him from the ground up so you can see how that works. Now, what happens, guys, is when you hop on this team every single day from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., sorry, not team, but call, the first thing I say is if anybody's having any issues, please raise your hand, okay? And the reason why I do that is because we want to get everybody fixed. So what happens is my team goes and they log into your account or whatever they need to do, and they get you fixed. And we stay until your hand goes down, all right? But it's also here where you guys are going to witness and receive breakthroughs. I'll never forget the workshop where I said, you know what, guys, today we're going to build a full-blown course. And I wasn't sure if it could do it, right? And I gave it access to Vimeo. It went and logged into Vimeo. I'll show you this here in a minute. It found 11 videos. It went and it created a course. Once it had the course created, it took the 11 videos. It transcribed those videos. And then what it did was it went and created the video lessons. It created the descriptions. And on top of that, Todd, it went and created a goal for each and every one of those videos. And I could not believe it. And everybody, like, they were shocked. And everybody begged me. They're like, Chad, I got to have that skill. I got to have that skill. And that was the moment where we realized, like, this is really incredible. What used to take a week was done in a minute. And I'll show that to you. But then all of your questions are answered. Some people are like, how does this work for my business? I'm using, Membrium. Can I make it work for this? Yeah, you're going to be able to do all of that. All right. So that is the workshop. First day for you begins on Monday. Now, I just want you guys to know I'm a little bit different. So this is 2.0, but we've already got 3.0 scheduled. And if you guys like 2.0, I invite you to attend 3.0 as well. I was talking to Karthik the other day. I'm like, my God, I'm going to kill myself 2 hours a day for the next 36 days. And he's like, no, man, you should keep going. We should have a 4.0, a 5.0, a 6.0, a 7. I'm like, yeah, you speak for yourself, suckerfish. Like 2 hours a day, that's a long time. But he's right, because AI keeps changing and we're kind of leading the way. And that's the breakthrough, right? So we got the Claw Launcher VPS installed, the special onboarding process, the OpenClaw members area, the OpenClaw Skills Vault, the OpenClaw Titanium Suite, the Command Center, that's where it built itself, the OpenClaw Telegram room, the WhatsApp channel, total value is $16,785. And guys, I got a buddy named Nick Coe that's selling this from the stage right now. He's speaking at TEDx. He's asking $5,000. We're not going to do that. We're not going to ask $1,997. We have a one-time payment of $997. And I would imagine that the team has already put the link in the chat. But if you do this, you guys need to be ready to go on Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, this Monday. And if you can't make it, it's okay. We will have all the recordings in the members area. And you can still go through the simple little steps. You can get it done that way. Okay. But yeah, it's for the next 18 days, guys, it's going to be pretty crazy. And I'm going to tell you something else too. Now that we have the link out there, I want you guys to know that if I were to go to my wall, hopefully we got this working right now. Let me go to my wall and let me see if I can show you something. Okay. So most people in the business know that I've been posting like crazy. Like this thing here got 230 comments. Everybody wants this. Now, do I always get a good response when I post? No. Sometimes it's crickets, right? Sometimes it's crickets. So like over here, this is where OpenClaw built a whole entire email workflow the other night. And I was like, oh my God, it did it. It created the workflow. It came up with a subject line. It wrote the emails inside. And I was like, oh my God, this thing is literally doing everything. So I post, I have results or images, you know, ChatGPT makes a lot of images, whatever else. And I post it. Sometimes I get comments, 5 comments. This one over here, if I open this up, you're going to see, I asked right here, I said, if you were on the intensive today, how many of you now have a talking version of OpenClaw? How excited are you moving forward? Jordan says, I'm all set up. Everything's working with Telegram. Super excited how easy this was to get running. The walkthrough was clear, simple, and actually made sense. Huge thank you to everyone involved. I can already see how powerful this is going to be, right? And people are even commenting back. David says, incredible day getting OpenClaw connected and up and running. Had a few hiccups, but Chad and his team stayed for 4 hours getting everyone up and running. Big shout out to G, Hannah, who stood by and helped everyone. Yeah, we do that, guys. Let's see. Craig says, takes a licking and keeps on ticking no matter the problem. Chad, Hannah, Pranay, and Master G had it handled. They kept going and going and going. OpenClaw was set up for 2.0 exactly as expected, full of rife and confusion, but not because it was done correctly. Chad laid out a suite of videos to walk you through step by step. It was so simple, a 5th grader could do it. The problem was 95% of folks didn't watch the videos. Guys, these are like 3-minute videos. So make sure you watch the videos, right? Samantha says, I completed the entire process. Brian says, day 1 of the intensive was fantastic. Are you guys seeing this right now? Like, you will be so happy with this. Now, is it techie? Yeah, it's techie initially. Is there some bumps in the road? Yeah, I'm being honest with you. There's some bumps in the road. But me and my team are right beside you to get you to the finish line, okay? Now,
those are everybody, just like the folks that are on the call today. So when she said that she's very excited about that day 1 intensive, that's what you're talking about happening this Monday, the day 1.
Yeah, this Monday. This Monday. Is everybody seeing this right now? So don't worry about it. I got you handled. I'll get you know you by name, and we'll get you to the finish line. But my point in showing you this is I'm going live all the time. Sometimes I get comments, sometimes I don't. And you can kind of see these things. I actually can't keep up with this, guys, right? But now what I'm having the workshop do, look at that. That was created with ChatGPT, by the way. It's incredible, right? 79 comments. People are, I can't keep up with nothing, Todd. There's so much money out there and I can't keep up with it, right? People are commenting all over the place. They are loving this thing. And guys, it's going to be like this for the next 12 to 18 months. Do you understand? And what I'm trying to tell people on the workshop is when you have a light bulb moment, when something incredible happens, look at that one, Todd, ChatGPT. That was something that OpenClaw created and it runs. You want that launch board? That's a whole entire launch board, Todd.
Whoa.
And OpenClaw keeps track of your launch for you. How incredible is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
so
handy.
97 comments, guys. So I'm now giving the images to the people on the call. I'm now telling people what to post. We take 15 minutes on every workshop and we have people start going out there and we have them start posting. And the reason why is because most of the people that are commenting on my wall, I don't know them, except that guy. I don't know them, right? All these people, look, 188 comments, and all I did was take screenshots of the sales page that it made. Are you guys seeing this right now? So I keep telling my workshop, I'm like, look, we're going to get OpenClaw installed. Yes, it's going to create businesses for you. Yes, it's going to replace the things that you're doing in your business. But on top of that, I want you guys to go out there and build your brand. I want you to go out there and get attention. I want you to get people commenting, OpenClaw, 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 OpenClaw. And then you might be asking, what's next? What happens after somebody does this for you? Well, what if I told you we are going to set it up so that you guys can do the installs yourself. And it's 2 simple clicks from a dashboard. You're just going to go and enter 1 key and 1 API, and we'll teach you guys how to do that. And then you guys are going to have massive engagement on your wall. You're going to be able to build a huge list from that. And then what happens is you're not going to be able to keep up with everything happening, because I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. And then I'll show you, we keep going round and round and round and round and round. But there is a lady, starts with a C. Let me find her. I honestly cannot keep up with anything anymore. Like, everybody's reaching out to me. But there's a lady with a C right here. If I open this up here, guys, and I got to get her built this weekend, do you see what she first said to me? Hey, Chad, I've only just come across you in an OpenClaw group. I'm willing to spend $3K on the OpenClaw setup you mentioned here. How many of you are seeing this right now? I can't keep up with it, Todd.
It's pretty funny.
All I'm doing is
She's
going to
throwing money at you to try to get in.
What's that?
She was throwing money at you to try to get in.
Yeah. Yeah, she was willing to, oh, thank you. She was willing to pay for that, right? She was willing to pay for that. Look, if you're on the OpenClaw workshop, I mean, I'm going to ask you guys every day, like, what do you think on a scale of 1 to 10? Did you guys get a lot of value out of this? Like, look at what people are saying. Like, look, you are in great hands with this. Are we going to run into some little bumps in the road? Yes, we will. Are we going to mow right over them? Yes, we will. And here's the thing, guys. When you understand that what we're doing, most people are still trying to figure out how to install this thing. If you get on Facebook, everybody's complaining. They're trying to do it from a Linux server. They're trying to use all these weird command prompts and doctor prompts and all this other stuff. Nobody can get this to work. Like, nobody can get this to work. And we not only have it working, we have it to where it's building out complete businesses and normally creating pop links and building out courses and all of these other things. And so not only do you get the members area, not only are you going to be on the workshop with me for 18 days, but I figure, you know what, if you're going to be with me for that long, then I'm going to set it up to where you guys are also capitalizing on this opportunity. And I'm going to force you to post every single day if you want to. We're going to actually see students posting on their wall. We're going to actually see people commenting there. And then you're going to have the ability just to do these free installs. Now, you can then charge for the onboarding process if you want to. But what I recommend you do is send a message to that person saying, hey, how's it going? Because I guarantee they're going to come back and they're going to say, so what does this thing do? And the reason why is because they're treating it like ChatGPT. So nobody knows what to do. And guys, that's the opportunity. Because your next step is, hey, do you got 15 minutes to hop on a call with me? And then what you can do is just ask them, tell me about your day. Oh, well, we meet with a team in the morning. Well, how do you do that? We do that virtually. Okay. Then what? Then we send out email. Okay. So you send an email, whatever else. Okay. Then we go and update our analysis. And then we go and we have to do quotes, like all these things. And here's a tip for you guys. Okay. If you're in person with the client asking these questions, record it with Otter.ai. If you're on a Zoom call, record the Zoom call. If you're on the phone talking, well, there's ways to record the conversation too. But either way, you take that recording and you go back to ChatGPT and you say, hey, Mr. GPT, I just got off with this roofing company. I just got off with this financial advisor, this chiropractor, and here's a transcript of the call. Can you tell me how I can use OpenClaw in their business? And ChatGPT will go through and say, well, for the team call, you could set up a dedicated call. It could take the transcript and it could go update a board. And for this here, we can automate the email where it goes out every single day for them. Like, it'll figure out everything for you so that you can then go and create those simple little skills like you're going to learn, or you can have other people do it inside the community. And guys, now you're looking at big money. And I'm talking about big money. And every single day, guys, I cannot keep up with what's happening, like at all. I mean, and my partner who's out there speaking on stage, and I got somebody else that's selling on the phone, they're really irritated that I'm out here doing these webinars for the price I am, because they're like, man, we need your help because there's big money here. And you're too busy doing a workshop every day and doing these webinars for pennies on the dollar when the real money's out here. But I'm like, yeah, but it feels good to help the little guy win because everybody has a chance. Everybody has a chance. You see, I got this message from him on February 25th. Look at this. We just onboarded this guy. Just messaged you an intro on WhatsApp. Said we could do a complimentary setup and then have our Philippines team work with his company. He owns this company, which processes and sells $120 million net profit margin. And he's telling me we have a $100,000 deal on the table, guys. It's crazy. And all this stuff happens from posting on your wall. And not only are you posting on your wall, but I'm going into other groups and I'm posting simple stuff like, hey, make sure you use Kimmy 2.5 and here's the reason why. And I'll give you guys those posts. And then what happens is I get like 60 to 90 people liking and commenting. And then I go and I reach out to all those people and I make them my friend. And then they keep seeing all the stuff on my wall. It's crazy. How many of you are getting this right now? Type in the chat. Let me know how many of you are getting this right now. There is a 14-day money-back guarantee on this. Okay, so you hop on my workshop for 14 days. If I don't blow your mind, guys, we'll give you 100% money-back guarantee. I am not worried about that at all. Not at all. And you have to ask yourself, even though we've had some tech questions, I have a feeling I spoke that in existence, knock on wood. Even though there's been some tech questions, you can still say, how many of you got a lot of value on this call? Jim says he's in. How many of you got a lot of value on this call? Type in the chat, let me know. Better yet, let me do better. On a scale of 1 out of 10, 1, you completely lost your marbles. 10, like, oh my God, I totally get it. I loved it. Love the opportunity. Where are you guys at on a scale of 1 out of 10? 10, Michelle says 10. Let's see, 10, 10,000. I love it. 7, 10, 10. Jimmy says 10. Good. So imagine this. Imagine if we're actually working on things. Imagine if we're working on the stuff in your business 2 hours at a time every day for the next 18 days, because that's what's going to happen. Now, I do have some incredible fast action bonuses if you guys buy today. So security is a big issue with this. This thing's very dangerous, guys. It has arms and legs, eyes and ears. It can perform actions, as you saw, right? Not that it has malicious actions, but sometimes it thinks, hey, that's the best thing I can do for you, and it's not the best thing. Okay, that's good intentions. So we want to make sure that we keep it very, very secure. So one thing we learned, and we are in the process of building this right now. Next week, our first beta version will be built. We went out there and created a software called Titan Layer. And the reason why is because we want OpenClaw to help us with all this software, but we don't want to give it access to the software. So what happens is you're going to go connect these platforms into Titan Layer, and then Titan Layer has a single API key that you're going to provide to OpenClaw, and then OpenClaw can access all the software without the security vulnerability. Does that make sense? Is everybody starting to get this? This is a fast action bonus for the call today. Yeah, and we knew it. We knew when we went through the first 2 weeks that we had to build this, and we started it right away. Me and Karthik started it right away, okay? Now, I'm going to give you an annual subscription to this. Now, we found something similar that didn't do a very good job. It was $100 per month, right? So this is like a $600 value. If you buy today on the call, you're also going to get access to Titan Layer. In addition to that, I got one more bonus that we're also building after the experience of the workshop. You see, we knew that OpenClaw can go out there and actually post on social media. So we started building this software called PostStream, where you have workspaces. And in this workspace, you're going to be able to connect your Instagram, your YouTube, your TikTok. We also just got approved for X.com. We got approved for something called Blue Sky. And I think there's one more like Snapchat or something. So far, we have 6. We have to get approved by all of these apps, and then it's going to work the same way. You're going to have one API key that you give to OpenClaw, and now he can access that one account for Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and all the other ones. And that way, he does not have access to your credentials. Is everybody getting this right now? That is another annual subscription that I'm going to give to you. CY says, dude, yeah, look. Here's the thing, man. I know this sounds like a lot, but understand, you're going to spend 2 weeks with me. And so we're going to drip feed these things out as we go through it. And we've already done it. So I have 100% confidence in this next workshop. It's going to be incredible because now we know what we're doing, right? So that is another bonus. And so here's what you're going to get, okay? The OpenClaw Shadow Intensive, the VPS installer, the special onboarding process that I'm going to show you, the OpenClaw members area, the OpenClaw Skills Vault, the OpenClaw Titanium Suite, the OpenClaw Command Center, that is the panel that OpenClaw built, the WhatsApp channel, the Telegram, and now you got the bonus of the Titan layer if you buy on the call right now, as well as the post-stream annual subscription. $17,985 value. Now, guys, I got one more bonus. How many of you would like a chance to make back your money? Who would like a chance to make back their money? Type in the chat, let me know. Let me see what we got. I would, yes, yes. I want everybody in the call. Type in the chat. Better yet, how many of you would like to make back 10 times your money? Type in the chat, let me know. And I'm 100% certain we're going to be able to do this. You ready for this? See, this was kind of odd. What's happening here has never actually happened before. So Karthik and I are supposed to launch on the 17th, and then I got a Warrior Forum launch on the 23rd. So as long as I don't die, I think we're good, right? But here's the thing. So the 17th is 10 days away, but yet people like Todd are reaching out saying, hey, Chad, is there any way you can squeeze this in? This is a good fit for my audience. And I'm like, what the heck are we doing? We're out there doing webinars and bringing people in before the launch. So if we're going to do that, if we got time and I'm going to be working with these people every day and they're going to be having breakthroughs and they're going to be posting on their wall and they're going to be posting videos and they're going to be using OpenClaw when the rest of the world is still trying to figure out how to install it, and they're going to be able to offer free installs, then let's go approve their affiliate link, Karthik. So we're going to approve your affiliate link, guys. Now I'm here to tell you that usually we don't approve anybody that doesn't have at least 100 sales. So guess what? Here's your chance. You're going to be out there posting on your wall, posting videos and everything else. You're going to be inviting people to a webinar just like this. And if you're thinking about buying, or if you bought tonight, then why in the world wouldn't somebody buy that you invited? How many of you are getting this right now? That is a fast action bonus for joining the offer tonight. So not only the fast action bonus, not only do you get Titan layer, not only do you get post stream, but now we're going to go approve your affiliate link. There's a certain way we got to do this because 95% of people are going to get disapproved. 50% commission, by the way. Todd, how crazy is that?
Yeah, you know, you've given people 3 ways now to make money. Build your own business, right? Do it for somebody else, which makes even more money. And now you're suggesting, since they became an expert in it, who would be better to sell the product, to resell the product as an affiliate. So you've given them 3 avenues to make money from this.
I know. And you know what, guys? The last launch I did, it made me really happy. I had 3 of my customers on our $10,000 leaderboard. You guys can be eligible for the leaderboard as well. You know what? Like, no offense to Todd. I love Todd. But it would bring a tear to my eye if you beat him on the leaderboard. Or any of those guys. I love to see the little guy win. And I think that this thing is so shiny. It's got so much attention around it. And people are looking at us going, man, you guys have really cracked the code. That I think you guys can ride that. I truly do. Just by doing, and you're going to be posting on your wall every single day. Every single day. Laura says the more you talk, the better to set the sale. Oh, I can sell. I can sell. I can sell. You bring them to me and I will sell. I will close it for you. And that's it. Like, you'll just bring them to a presentation like this. They'll see the opportunity. How many of you believe that you are actually going to get paid? And you'll sign up. You'll have a JVZoo account. And when you get to sell, they pay you. That's how that happens automatically. Right, Todd?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah, and here's the other thing too, guys. This is your chance to prove yourself. Because if you go out there and get a bunch of sales on this, and man, I'm telling you right now, I would go all in on this. I'd be shooting videos. I'd be having OpenClaw do those little short form reels. Man, I would go out there and realize I got 18 months to build my brand, because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what happens after 18 months, guys. I honestly don't. I think it's crazy that if this thing can create digital products every single day for pretty much everybody using it, well, what happens to digital products? What happens to value? What happens to launches? What happens to marketing altogether? I think the people that understand right now that they need to go out there and build an audience and build trust with the audience are going to be able to sell for a very long time. But I don't think that's most people. Do you? I think most people are scared, and it's okay to be scared. Remember, I was scared to go out there and do this too. So I put myself in a box. I went out there and sold a workshop before I knew how to do something. And it turned out to be incredible. And that's how we were able to lead the way, because I was forced to do something I wasn't sure of. So you guys do the 14 days, be nervous. That's okay. Be excited, but just trust the process. Let's go out there and let's blow up your wall. When I tell you, go post in other groups. And when people when people comment, make sure you friend request them. Like, guys, let's turn on a money machine for the next 2 weeks that you can write out for the next 18 months. And that's why I'm excited, Todd, because there's not a lot of topics where people bite on everything. We haven't seen this in a long time, right?
Yeah.
There's not something that's been this shiny in a long time, right? Yeah. So the thing is too, guys, with what you're going to learn, you are an expert. Do you guys understand that? Like, the way that you're going to make these posts, the images that you're going to put on your wall, you're going to make people fall out of their chair going, how in the world did he or she figure this out? That is my goal for you. Does that make sense to everybody? I want to make sure you guys get this. So we did drop the link in the chat, right, Todd? Because I see a lot of people are joining.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you did join, congrats.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm super excited for
Everyone's
you.
excited about Monday. That's the buzz. They're talking to me in the chat about Monday, joining your, that this starts in only 2 days. It's like a dream come true. You only have to wait 2 days anticipation.
Yeah, it's so much, like, I almost feel like when I leave this presentation, guys, I'm so excited for you guys. I feel like the presentation doesn't do any justice with what I have planned and the drive that I have for you guys for the next 2 weeks. Like, I know I have my shot to make so many people so successful and so much money. And we have this expression, honestly, look at where we started. Hey, I got this idea. Come hop on a call with me for 2 weeks and we're going to crack the code of this, versus look where we're at now. So we have this expression in our business, like, where we start is not where we end up. And I'm going to tell you right now that where I'm at right now, the idea right now, guys, you're going to receive 10 times what I'm talking about today. Because as we're live in an audience, we're always cracking the code. We're always coming up with ideas. And we are very, very generous. We don't keep anything close to our chest. We give it to everybody. We don't leave any stone. Like, we tell you everything. We let you in on everything, every secret, everything we build, everything we need, everything we crack the code to. You guys are the first ones to get it, because we want you to be successful. Does that make sense? Is everybody getting this? So it's much more than I'm even selling tonight on this presentation, okay? And I want you to go back to Todd, and I actually want you to thank him for presenting this opportunity when these 2 weeks are up. So for those of you that have joined tonight, and I know there's a lot of you that have joined, can you guys agree that when I blow your mind, you will come back to Todd and thank him for inviting you to this opportunity? Can you guys do that for me? Everybody that joined, I'm going to give it 1,000%. I just need you guys to give it 100%. Show up, trust the process, do exactly like we say, and then come back to Todd and thank him for presenting this opportunity to you. Is that a fair deal? Type in the chat. Let me know if that's good. Now, guys, I want to show you some other things really fast. Okay. So every single day, Pacino sends me this report. All right. And so you're going to have this too, right? Yesterday's revenue, month-to-date performance, ad performance summary, order status update, support alert, system health check, right? So it said, good morning, Chad. Here's your Friday rundown. Your sales, not a very good day, $455, 7 orders, your month total. Here's your ad spend. You spent $141 yesterday, or you made 141, spent 132. You made a whole $9, right? For the last 30 days, you made this much, but you spent this much. So it reminded me, like, you're losing your butt. You better get off this OpenClaw thing and start focusing on your ads a little bit. Over here, it said that for phase 1, you got 2 orders. For phase 2, you got 7 orders. Remember, I asked for all this, guys. This was my plan, right? 17 open support tickets. 3 were closed yesterday. All systems are online. What are your top priorities for the day, right? Amazing. And then I got this this morning, right? All links were green. I get this report every day. It goes and looks at all of our software, make sure everything's green, 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 green. All the URLs are up. Like, we watch this stuff very, very closely. Very rarely do we have any problems. But the reason why is because it sends me this report 3 times a day. 3 times a day. Now, you guys already saw this today, where it asks for required inputs, logs in your link system, creates tracking links, applies the slug, assigns the domain, assigns it to the link bank. You guys saw it, right? What's the destination URL? Send it to West Valley Shoutouts, right? Got it. So it went out there and created a pop link, chadnyson.com/WVS, went to West Valley Shoutouts. Y'all seeing this? How about this one? Webinar, just like we're doing right now, right? Writes the webinar registration copy, logs into Zoom, updates the registration page, writes the reminder emails, updates the attendee replay email, updates the absentee follow-up, pulls in the replay link automatically, right? So look what it wrote. Hey there, my name is Pacino. I'm Chad's OpenClaw AI, and I wrote this reminder myself to show you just how powerful this stuff is getting. And everybody's like, what? That thing wrote the email? Yeah, no, it wrote the email, went into Zoom, updated it. It's incredible. How about this one? From idea to publish asset in minutes. Researches the topic, writes a full article, optimizes for local SEO, generates the image, formats the bold strategically, publishes live. Look at this, guys. It wrote this article for our local newsletter. Oh, and by the way, congratulations to everybody that purchased. You all now have a local newsletter, which is usually my my holy grail, right? But now the reason why I'm super excited about OpenClaw was because I realized it could power our local newsletters. And the reason why is because local newsletters are selling out for millions of dollars. And everybody in my community, that is their goal. They want to get bought out for millions of dollars. And there's no reason why they can't. Now, I'll show you what this looks like so you guys understand what you have. Pretty incredible, right? Normally, the newsletter itself sells for $9.97, guys. So there's so much in here, Todd. Like, we just want everybody to be so happy with us, right? I just said, let's give away the farm and let's just get so many success stories happening, right? So look at this, guys. From idea to full course in minutes. Are y'all seeing this? So look at this. It pulls the videos. It generates the lessons. It writes the descriptions. It creates the goal blocks. It produces the visual assets, organizes everything. So look at what it did. I said, hey, go into Vimeo. So it went into Vimeo. It said, I found 11 videos. And pay attention to the time, 2:37. And now it says, I created a course, got the main image. Now I'm downloading and resizing for CourseSprout, creating the badge. All the assets are creating, pulling the transcripts and the lessons, right? Now it says, I'll create lessons with smart descriptions, creating lessons now, all 11 lessons created, now creating the goal blocks, done, full course built, 11 lessons with proper descriptions, 11 goal blocks, course image. Guys, it started at 2:37, it ended at 2:37. It didn't cost me a penny. It's insane, Todd. Are you seeing this?
Sure am. Sure am.
You're gonna want my help, aren't you?
You bet.
I know where this is going. Look at this, guys. Scheduled replays. It pulls the latest recording automatically, downloads and processes a transcript, generates a replay page, creates what's called a bridge page, assigns the next number, updates follow-up emails, sends attendee and absentee emails. See this here? It wrote this. So no, this is the recap. So it went into Vimeo. Here was the format. So it changed the format for me. So it got the Vimeo, downloaded the transcript, created the recap from the transcript, went into our software, created a bridge page, assigned it the next number, then wrote the email and sent out the attendee email and the absentee email. Like, seriously, guys, this stuff is happening. Here it's doing the same thing, except now it's not only creating bridge pages, it's also going out there and loading it into our course platform, into our members area. It's doing all this stuff automatically. And this is what's going to blow your mind. So I woke up one day and it said overnight build complete. And I was like, what the heck is that? And it said, what I built while you slept. And it says content queue system for West Valley shoutouts. Problem solved. Yesterday, when you said write West Valley article, I kept asking what the topic was, and you were frustrated. Look at this, Todd. You were frustrated.
That's funny.
I should know how to find topics myself. So the solution, I created a pre-researched article queue with 10 ready-to-write topics from this week's local news. See this? It went and created this, and that was the point, guys, where I knew it could create software. See this? How do you say write one, and I'll create the full article with image, right? Or write the pool one. And I was like, my God, it's doing stuff on its own. Now, you can stop it from doing that, but I don't want to stop it, okay? And here's the other thing. All the software, not all the software, but everything that you guys are using in your business, there's a very good chance that we can teach OpenClaw how to do it. Now, most people don't know how to do this, but see, Karthik and I have a software background, and we work a lot with what are called APIs. That's the reason why we got ahead of everybody, guys, because we took all of our software, opened up the APIs, and then learned the secrets to training this thing. So you can see that this is where I trained it, and it says confirmed. I can update everything, the headline, the subheadline, the content, the image URL, the SEO title, the SEO description. See this? So we trained it to be able to update all these things on the newsletter, right? So all the software you're using, and by the way, I want to tell you guys something that, you know, Todd keeps talking about how we're next level and predicting the future here and everything. I'm going to tell you something you've never heard before, okay? All software, all of it, is about to be free or close to free. They're going to give it to you guys, I promise you. It's going to be free. And the days of you having to enter a username and a password and then going and manually creating a campaign, we're going to laugh about that 5 years from now. And here's the thing, guys, that's going to be a thing of the past, okay? So here's the other good news. All the AI models, most of them, there's going to be free models. Now, we already know that there's a model that's pennies on the dollar that does great at what we've been doing all night. You've been seeing it, okay? I didn't even spend 50 cents tonight, guys. Like all day long, I didn't even spend $1, okay? So here's the thing. As the models keep improving, the models that we're using right now are eventually going to go down to free. There's already free AI models out there. So we know that the software is going to be free. We know that the AI models are going to be free. So how in the world do software companies make their money? The way that they're going to make their money is they're going to charge you for the API. Is that making sense to everybody? There is going to be an API service that they are going to charge you for. So things like OpenClaw can automate the software for you. I'm telling you, that is the future. It's like a month away. Now, the good news is we were one of the first ones to realize what this was and how to make it work with software, okay? But all software, all of it will be forced to open up its APIs so that you're going to be able to use it with AI platforms like you're seeing here. Is everybody understanding this right now? So this is your chance to get ahead of everybody out there and learn how to deploy this thing, learn how to install it, learn how to onboard it, learn how to create the skills, learn how to train it, right? And at the same time, we're going to teach you how to go out there and build your own brand and build a big list. And then we're going to approve your affiliate link so you can make money that way. So you can make money doing the installs. And if you don't want to put people in our world with our links, fine, go out there and make your own money. Whichever way you choose to do, guys, you have so many options in front of you. And remember, we got 18 days where we get to take baby steps with this. Is everybody getting this right now? So how's that for a prediction, Todd?
I love when you're on the cutting edge, when you know this stuff before everybody else does. It's just amazing to me.
But it makes sense to you, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's common sense, you know?
Yeah, it is coming, guys. And this is already here, right? This is already going to happen. Okay, I'm telling you, within a month. Go high level, ClickFunnels, Kartra, whatever you use, HubSpot, everything, guys, is going to be on this. Absolutely everything. Okay, so we're going to do all this. You're going to learn all this. And by the way, how many of you are thinking that this is probably going to be too complicated? It's going to be too techy. Who's thinking that right now? Because I'm going to tell you one of the things that I'm pretty good at. I'm pretty good at taking something very, very simple or something very, very complex and making it very, very simple. Okay. And I want to show you because I updated Firefox over here. Okay. I didn't get to show this to you guys earlier, but are you guys seeing this? So this is what I was trying to show you with the training. If we come over here, if we open this up, this is how this works. You watch a simple video up here. There it is, finally. And then there's a goal block that you're going to complete. And see the instructions in this goal block? So you're going to complete this goal block and look down below, guys. Look down below and tell me that I can't get you to the finish line. Tell me I can't get you to the finish line. I'm going to get you to the finish line. And remember, even though all these people are doing the steps and absolutely rocking it out, guess what? Even if you can't do it, let me show you something. We had people that were stuck on the call for a few days and they were like sharing their screen and let me see if I can get that. They were sharing their screen and they were trying to they were trying to fix the problem and we were trying to give them advice and everything else. And I finally said, you know what? This is what we're going to do. All these people, let me find it here for you. All these people, let's just go build it out for them. And it was right then and there that I realized, I'm like, this thing could be a little bit techy, not much, but there's a little bit techy for people. So what we did was we said, okay, you know what? Let's just go fix all of these people. And we did it in one single day. And that's what we're going to do now. I want you to go through the steps. I want you to learn. Do what Brian's saying. We're on the cutting edge. Very, very exciting. Onboarding done. Claw launcher set up. You guys seen all this? These are people that are posting an hour ago. Okay. So I want you to try to get set up on your own. But if you can't, it's okay. You're going to raise your hand. We're going to have you fill out a form. And then my team is going to go do everything for you. Okay. So the first step is we're going to get you set up. And now watch how incredible this is. And this is something that nobody has. So once you're set up, guys, watch this. You're going to go to the members area. I'm going to ask you to do some simple little steps like get your Claude API key, get your, your audio API key. And it's like a 7-minute video, but watch. So as soon as you log in here, this is Claw Launcher. Okay, see what it says? Step 1, Claude API key. Welcome. I'm excited to get you set up. First, I need your Claude API key. Once I have it, I can install additional models for you. There's a video in the members area showing you how to get your key. Guys, we built this. We built this for people. So now I go and I grab my API key out of this doc and I paste my API key. There it is. And then I'm going to hit return. It says, look, congrats. I've installed your API key. You can now use all Claude models. Right? Perfect. Step number 2, your personal profile. Now let's get to know each other. What's your name? So I tell it my name. I'm going to teach you how to create this profile inside the members area. You're going to paste it and it says, thank you, Chad. I've saved your information and I'll be reviewing it after we set up. Step number 3, voice messages. Now let's set up voice messages. Whisper allows you to send voice messages from Telegram and I'll transcribe them so you can speak instead of typing. Check the video in the members area for instructions on getting your key. So then you're going to go and you're going to paste your key here. Okay. And then it says, congrats, Whisper is configured. You'll be able to send voice messages on Telegram once I'm set up, right? Now, the browser, we don't have to worry about. That was too expensive and not very good right now. But now it says step 5, Telegram. That's what I've been using all night. I'd love to connect with you via Telegram. This lets you chat with me from your phone. So paste your Telegram bot here. All right, I'm going to teach you guys how to do that, right? There's a video in the members area. Okay, so we come over here, we get our key or our token, and we paste it in there, right? So, you know, open up Telegram, it's going to give you a token, and you're going to come back over here and you're going to paste it. And it says your Telegram is fully connected. You can now talk to me from your phone anytime. Next, you're going to set up this agent email. So we're not going to set up a Gmail for him because that's for humans. We're going to set up an agent email where it has its own APIs and it can work from the background, right? So we come over here and we're going to give it this API key right here. Let me see if I can get that part right here. And it says, okay, it says, let's see. Okay, it's telling me that I'm connected on Telegram, but you're going to see right here, email is set up. I can now send and receive on your behalf. Now, step number 7, we're going to install a memory system. And all you have to do is say, yep, I want to install that memory. And it says, all finished. My memory system is active. I can now track your projects and remember important details. Step number 8, the Titanium software. Chad and his team have integrated me with Titanium. If you have any API keys, I'd love to connect them. Mintbird, Poplinks, CoreSprout, ClickForma, Global Control, Letterman. You guys received all that software. So you're going to come over here. You're going to grab the API keys. And right here, let me not skip that. I want you guys to see that. I'm going to open up the API keys right over here. There they are. And I'm going to copy them, and I'm going to paste them in. It says, got it. I saved keys for Mintbird, Letterman, Global Control, and CoreSprout. Step number 9, morning greeting. I'd love to start each day on a positive note. What would you like me to include in your morning greeting? Some ideas, top 3 priorities, calendar events, motivational quote, any pending task, weather update. What sounds good to you, right? And so then I'm going to say, oh, it all sounds good. It says, and what time do you want me to send your morning greeting? I'm going to say, how about 8 o'clock? It says, okay, I'll greet you 8 o'clock every morning with your top 3 priorities. Step number 10, how about an evening greeting? What about an evening check-in? I could review what we accomplished today, check in on how you're feeling, preview tomorrow's schedule, anything else you'd like. I said, okay, that sounds good. And he's going to say, well, what time? I'm going to say, well, I work late, so how about 9 p.m.? Now, look at this, guys. Look at this. You can do this for other people. We're going to set it up for you. Look at what we accomplished. Your Cloud API keys connected, your personal profile saved, your Whisper key configured, your Telegram connected, your agent email configured, your memory system installed, your Titanium keys, 4 keys added, Mintbird, Letterman, Global Control, and CoreSprout, morning greeting, 8 o'clock a.m., evening greeting, 9 p.m. All done, Chad. I'm ready to help you build, automate, and scale. Let's ship some systems. I'll bet you didn't know about that, did you, Todd?
I did not know about that.
You see how much work we put into this?
You've laid the groundwork.
Yeah, we've made it. It was complicated, man. And we made it easy for anybody, regardless of your experience, regardless if you have a business, regardless if you're trying to replace VAs in your business, whatever you're trying to do. See what Justin said? Oh my God, I just saved myself like 6 hours of work by using ClawBot on a virtual computer. Was about to manually create a CSV file based off a price list for some software. I'm coding up using AI. I was dreading it. I told that robot thingy when I needed, emailed at the price list. About a minute later, I had the CSV completed. Sherry says, holy moly, I got it to work with an image too. It even wrote in the voice I used from the newsletter. Check out my article, right? I wrote my articles with pictures so fast, I got excited because everything was working flawlessly. I'm going to tell you guys right now, my audience is really, really big on articles and local newsletters. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. See, they all know that in a couple of years, they're going to get bought out for millions of dollars. So before OpenClaw hit, I was about to come to Todd and say, hey, let's do a webinar on the newsletter because it's super, super hot. But you know what, guys? This newsletter software that you're seeing right now that OpenClaw builds out for you, it's included in this offer. I just said, you know what? Take all of our software. Let's just go all in. Let's train on the skills. Let's give the skills to people. Look at this. It replaced WordPress. All of these articles are ranking locally. Okay. A local newsletter. We're out there getting subscribers, Todd, for like 17 cents each. Are you guys seeing this right now? You have access to this incredible software. And this is my bread and butter, guys. This is my bread and butter. I absolutely love
This is what I was grasping at straws at the beginning of the webinar. I was trying to remember the other thing that you are the master of, and it's newsletters.
It's newsletters. But this is what's so exciting now, Todd. See, people were going and they were writing the articles themselves. And when OpenClaw came out, they said, oh my God, this thing is finding the stories for me, writing the articles. Now what I'm going to do is, instead of just having West Valley shout outs, I'm going to go get Henderson shout outs. I'm going to get Las Vegas shout outs. I'm going to get Casper, Wyoming shout outs. I'm going to get as many of these publications as I can and let OpenClaw build them all out, so that I'm building up all of these assets that I can potentially sell out for millions of dollars. And I've been so focused on newsletters for 3 years, especially the local newsletter guys, because no matter what, I can make everybody a winner. Because we're out there getting subscribers for 17 cents, and 15 to 20% of your subscribers are business owners. So if you start to connect the dots, wait a minute, I'm going to have business owners coming in, and I got this incredible service that's the #1 service for business owners. Oh yeah, we really are the full puzzle here. But you just got to make sure that you don't get overwhelmed. It's a lot tonight, but just understand we're going to take it one piece at a time. Like next week, I'm going to show you the local newsletter software on Monday. I'm going to say, here's what it does. Here's what you need to have. And then we're going to look at how OpenClaw is going to work with it. And then the next day, we'll look at our tracking, our link tracking software, right? And our page builder software. So we're going to take baby steps. That's why I need 7 days to make sure that you're set up with everything and you have all those skills installed and you're able to do everything. And by the time we get to the final phase, you guys should be building out your newsletters, or you should be building out your businesses, sorry. You should be building out complete businesses. Is everybody starting to get this right now? Now, I want you to know, guys, it's already live. It's already logging the software, already updating pages, already sending emails, already modifying funnels, already executing workflows. Like, it's doing all of those things, guys, okay? But here's the thing. It can also purchase items, book plane tickets, make appointments, manage your Gmail, audit your books. But man, you don't want to be doing that. That's in the near future. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, whether you choose to join this journey with me or not, do not give it access to a computer, not your personal computer. Do not give it credit cards. Do not give it any online banking. Don't give it Gmail. Don't give it Facebook. It needs to operate in its own controlled environment, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to put it in a box. So if it happens to break, it breaks in the box, not in your computer. It doesn't run on your laptop. It doesn't live inside your bank. It doesn't live in your Gmail. It works in its own private space. Your core business stays protected, and that's called a VPS. And we're going to set it up for you. All right. Now, we've already done, at the time I shot this slide, 350, but we've done over 500 installs. My whole team has. Like, we've been leading the way on all of this. Okay. So we know a lot about this. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, we were excited about this at first. There's a lot of hype out there about using the browser. You don't want to use the browser. Like, OpenClaw can open up its browser, but you don't want to do that because it's super expensive and it's not very dependable. So what we figured out, and this put us ahead of the crowd, is how to use it with APIs, all software. So it can pull data instantly, send updates, trigger workflows, talks directly to your tools, faster, cleaner, more powerful, right? And so that is the core of what we've been doing, guys. But I want you to understand, the window is small. Right now, this feels early. But in 12 months, guys, think about when ChatGPT came out. Everybody was excited about it, right? Now kids are like using it to cheat on their tests. I know my girlfriend's like using it to come up with their color combinations in her hair salon. It's nothing special anymore. Everybody's using it. And in 12 months, everybody is going to be using this. Nobody's even going to be talking about it anymore, 12 to 18 months. So the window is small. And I really think that you guys should pay attention to this, jump on, get the extra bonuses that are there, and be ready to start Monday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I can stick around. I can come on the camera, Todd. I can answer any questions anybody has. I know you've got a lot of questions. Whatever you want to do, I'm all yours. Are you there? Todd?
Yeah, I'm here. Luann, could you monitor some of the questions and feed them to Chad? You've been looking them over.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I turn on my camera too, Todd?
Yes,
Yeah, that'd
please.
be great.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I think we've been keeping up very well with all the questions. There's a lot of excitement, and a lot of people really do understand um, the fantastic opportunity that you've presented here tonight. So, Michelle was asking about by the time the end of training, will we be OpenClaw experts, assuming that we do all the training, etc. So that was one question that came up, and Karthik did answer that one.
Yeah, I mean, if I can answer that too, it's how you position yourself, right? Like I believe that I am an expert in this, and I should be because I've been sleeping, and breathing it for 30 days straight, right? I take my phone to bed and I keep working on it. But I'm going to tell you exactly what to say, exactly what to post on your wall to get attention, to get people to comment. I think you'll be seen as an expert if you do the steps. Like I'll tell you, you need discipline to get started, and you need consistency. You need consistency. Like you need to post. There's times, guys, I post 3 or 4 times a day. Do I make some people mad? Probably. Do I care? Not really, because I'm making a huge difference in with everybody that's actually following it, right? So I'm not trying to win a popularity contest or anything, but that is turning into business for me, and I can't keep up with it, to be honest with you, right? So it's how you position yourself.
Sai says this is the type of opportunity that will keep you awake at night because of the infinite number of possible applications. Your excitement can make your head spin in a positive way. Like Sai's comments.
I think so. I mean, what I like to say, guys, is on our calls, we got to have that synergy, energy, and passion. So it ain't even about a training or a workshop. It's an experience. I want to have an experience with you guys, like every day. I want to have an experience, good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it is. There's some times where we hit some rough patches. I'm not going to lie to you. There's some times where we hit some speed bumps, and all I did was show up and say, well, we didn't see that coming, but here's what we're doing about it. Here's what I can do for you. I can't bury my head in the sand, right? So it's an experience, and we all go along for that journey. This technology is brand new, right? For the most part, it's in beta. And we're surprised and we're shocked every single day with something. And I don't even think we started scratching the surface. But I believe that if you jump on right now, you'll continue that journey with us. And I think you'll stay ahead of the crowd. And I think that if people don't do this, I honestly ask yourself, are you really going to go and get as evolved as I want you to? No. And do you really think that this is going to affect white collar workers and it is going to change everything? If you believe it is, then I think I'm your best bet to get you to the finish line and keep you consistent with what you need to do. And I'm forced to show up every day anyway, so you might as well show up with me, right?
I like that, Chad. And I do totally agree with you. Everything that I have read and been involved with myself, we are ahead of the game if we could jump in right now. But if we wait, we're just going to be sitting back and watching what's going on that everybody else is doing.
I have a question for you, Chad.
Yes, sir.
Could you give examples of the types of businesses that you think some of the people that are right here, right now would create?
You know what? I asked it a question the other day. I said, if I did not have an existing business, if I've never made $1 online, I shot this video. I sent it to Karthik. I said, can you give me 10 ideas I could start with? Are you there right now, Karthik? And it was telling me that, well, the first thing is, and I didn't necessarily agree with this one, it said that we could go out there and sell services on Fiverr. It told us that we could put together a janitorial business. It laid out this whole plan for going out there and reselling leads. One of them was a social media or ad management service, which would be kind of hard. So there were some that were really, really hard. And then there were some that I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But what was interesting is how well it laid everything out for you, right? Did we lose my camera?
Yes,
I don't know
you're
what's
back.
It's back.
that don't surprise me, right? So yeah, is Karthik, are you there right now? Did he leave? Of course he left.
He
Yes,
popped
I'm
on
here.
for.
I'm here.
There he is.
Do you remember that video I sent you where I said, dude, I can't believe what it said? Do you remember those 10 things that it gave? Can you open
Yeah.
that up in that doc and read those things off so everybody can hear that? Because it was phenomenal. Because I wanted to know, because we've been so focused on, okay, this is going to replace things in your business. But when I started doing these webinars, I found out so many people don't have a business yet. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm watching people that have been on my webinars for like 5 or 7 years. I'm like, you don't have a business? Like something's wrong. Like you're telling yourself something wrong or something. So thank God this technology is here to save the day for you, right? Like it doesn't say, hey, I can't do that. I'm too old. I'm too young. It doesn't work. It's too expensive. Like it just go, 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 go. Like there's nothing stopping it.
Yeah.
Right.
One was like the first one, as you said, was freelance service arbitrage. Like, and the second one was Amazon FBA flipping, and then the local lead generation, print on demand T-shirts, faceless YouTube channels. That's something that this can like do
Faceless
really well.
YouTube channels and print on demand, like T-shirts. We have a print on demand business here.
Yeah, digital product reselling, like buy PLR courses, ebook for $10-15, and then it's going to rebrand them and sell them on like Etsy or Gumroad.
That's really interesting. That certainly answered my question.
Yeah, so Todd, this is what's magical about this. And if I told you guys this, just say, Chad, shut up. You already told us. Because yeah, it does get harder when you get older, doesn't it, Todd? I turned 50.
Don't look at me. I'm the youngster here.
I turned 50 and I feel like I went retarded, man. But here's how this works. You guys are going to install this thing. And like I said, if you can't install it, don't worry about it. My team, I got a team from Nepal. If you guys want a secret, man, I've had no offense to Karthik. Karthik's one of my best friends. He's one of my brothers. The reason I'm the person I am today is because of the success that I had with him so long ago. But I hired this team from Nepal, and they are so cool, calm, collect, and they are incredible with my customers. And so we have one guy named Gaurav, that's his name, very, very soft-toned individual. And as soon as I ask people, raise your hand if you have any problem, nobody can pronounce his name, so we all call him G Money, right? And we have G and we have Pranay. And that's the first thing. Anybody has any problems, raise your hand, and then G and Pranay are gonna reach out to you. And they're just so kind, so talented. Like I really am blessed with the people around me, right? It's not me, it's the people around me, right? So if you can't get it installed, we're gonna get it installed. That's the first thing. Second thing, let me ask this question. How many of you feel like you can do the onboarding process? Who feels like they can do the onboarding process? Type in the chat, let me know. Who can do the onboarding process? That's where I went and answered those 10 questions. We built that, guys. We built that because we went through the PowerShell and trying to do these commands on a Linux computer and OpenClaw Gateway Restart, OpenClaw Gateway Doctor. I'm like, nobody's gonna be able to do this stuff. So we created that onboarding process. And that's the reason why you saw those comments on my wall, okay? So get it installed, you do the onboarding process. If you have help, we do it for you. And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna learn to teach it these little skills. It might be write an email. It might be go out there and find this article. Like whatever it is, we'll work through that. And it'll start getting really, really good. And you gotta give it some feedback. Like I saw your, I saw Laura's, is it Laura? I saw Laura's comment about I'm not buying this till I see the finished product. I've been telling you the whole time, it's not 100%, but it improves every single day, right? So that's what you're buying into. There's no way for us to be perfect with it, right? But you're gonna refine these skills, right? You're gonna say, okay, you got to do this, got to do that, and then you're gonna say, memorize it, memorize it, memorize it, memorize it. That's how you're gonna train. So it's gonna memorize it in its memory, and then when it gets good at doing these skills, you're gonna say, hey, can you do that every week? Can you do that every day, right? Whatever it is. And then, guys, something magical happens, and you go from being reactive. You go from being reactive, and you say, you've been reactive this whole time. I want you to be proactive. And what that means is, I want you to be my CEO, and I want you to look after the company. I want you to look for opportunities. I want you to create products. I want you to create business opportunities. I want you to save the money where you can. I want to be more productive in our business. The only thing that I ask is that you understand I am the boss, I am the president, and all financial decisions, anything with money, goes through me. And so what that means is, if it knows it wants to work on a project like for 2 nights straight, it's going to cost you $20, it checks in with you first to make sure that the build out's okay. If that's what you want, I just let it go all the time because I like to have my mind blown with what it's doing, right? But when it becomes a CEO, guys, and this is the part where I'm not only in shell shock, Todd, I'm in denial. When it becomes a CEO, it starts to manage you, it starts to manage your team, and it starts to manage itself, and all the tasks it has underneath it, it starts treating like VAs. And that's the reason why I woke up and I said, hey, this overnight build is complete. Hey, I went and built this software. Hey, I did this for you. Hey, you were mad, so I did this, because it's my CEO. Does that make sense to everybody? And we'll teach it. There's commands on how to do all those things and everything. We'll get into that. It's going to be incredible. You're gonna create a soul file, and that's how it determines the personality and how it acts with you. I'm gonna give you a soul file. You're going to onboard it. I'm going to give you commands, and so you install the right models. You're going to learn what a big thinker model is and when to use that versus the lower price 85% off model, which is called Kimmy 2.5. You're going to learn to install skills. It's going to be good, and it is scary. I'll be honest with you guys. It is scary that something can be that intelligent and that productive and know that much about our business. It really is truly scary, guys. I get scared every single time, but I'm going to embrace it because I can't change it, right? So I better ride the waves. And I decided, I don't want to ride the waves. I want to be number one. I want to be in front of everybody else.
Yeah, that's what I was saying at the very beginning when I introduced you. In fact, we have Cy here who purchased. He says this is the type of opportunity that will keep you awake at night because of the infinite number of possible applications. Your excitement can make your head spin.
Yeah, he won't sleep tonight. You won't sleep. And you know what's incredible, guys, is now it's not only one brain, it's 2 brains. You're going to come up with ideas. I can't tell you how many times I've had an idea, and Todd knows this. I'm pretty good with software, but I would open up Photoshop, I'd lay it all out, and then I'd give it to my team, and they would build it. Not no more. Now it can just say, do you want me to build a board for that? Like, yeah, like I was in the same boat as Todd. Like, we got to work on our social media, right? So I was like, okay, what's the process with that? And so then I heard myself saying, Chad, don't try to tell this thing what to do, ask it questions. So I went back in there. I said, hey, I got these videos. How do we get them on social media as short form videos without me having to do much? And I went through the whole process, right? And I said, well, I can grab the video and we can get this software or this one or this one or this one. I had to find out which one had the API. And I can send it over there. It can cut it up, and then I'll go back and pick it up, and I'll build a portal for you because you said you wanted to approve, you cared about your reputation. So you approved the video, and then I'll send it over to social media. And I went, what? Like, seriously, like it will come up with solutions for you, right? But it's scary. I have been in denial for a while. I'm shocked every single day.
Michelle says it's almost scary.
Yeah, I think it is scary. If I could be honest, guys, truthfully, do I like it? No, I wish things would go back to the way they were, right? Like I don't like change. I liked where we were for 20 years. I liked going out there and doing launches and having customers and being able to do a 6-figure launch or whatever. Like I like what we were doing. This is scary because it puts everybody at a level playing field. You guys are going to be able to produce at the same level as me and Todd. And this thing's going to be able to go out there and get sales at the same level that we can. You know, that's a bit of a shell shock for me, right? So I think that's the reason why I'm more driven now. Now I'm like more driven than I was before, because now I got to push harder to be at the front of the pack, because everybody's, you know, it's getting level. Everybody's at the same level, right?
Yeah, boy, and we're gonna get a piece of you on Monday night. This is fantastic. What's the time again that we're gonna be meeting?
You mean in the morning?
Morning, yeah.
10 a.m.
workshop.
Pacific Standard Time.
Right, so that's 1 p.m. Eastern time. 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep, and
10
then remember, since I have people coming in every single day.
Actually, it's daylight time. It's not standard anymore. It's gonna be daylight because we're setting the
Well,
clock.
remember, we have daylight savings too on Sunday.
Yeah.
So I lose an hour,
Yeah.
right? So
it's 10 a.m. daylight savings time. Yeah.
Yeah. In addition to that, at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I have an onboarding call every single day until this launch is over.
Whoa.
Because there's new people coming in that much. And so they can't come in a workshop halfway through. So I'm like, I guess I'll do an onboarding call every day. Right. But it's good. It's good because I'm seeing people that haven't had success. They're succeeding with this and they're excited. Like you saw it in the members area. They're super excited, right?
Yeah, boy, it's great that we have others joining them there. You know, we took so much of your time, and I appreciate everything you've done here. You've spent obviously 3 hours with us.
Has it been 3 hours?
I've got to let you go. I just feel too guilty and let everybody go. But I want to thank those so many purchased, and I appreciate that trust having me and Chad. We've worked together for quite a number of years, and he really is the best. And I really encourage you to join him in this quest and be ahead of the curve while everyone else, and I'm serious about this, is losing their jobs to AI. And you will be the one with the AI power so that you won't be in that situation. You'll be quite the opposite. You'll be utilizing it rather than being buried by it. Chad, any other questions before we leave?
Fred says he's in. Remember, guys, if you come in, you got those fast action bonuses. And what's going to happen when you apply for that link, we're going to give you a secret code so that Karthik's team approves you for the launch. But you guys got to be ready, because you're not only going to be installing this thing, onboarding, training, you're going to be posting on your wall. You're going to be getting ready for this launch. You're going to be having people reach out to you. You're going to tell people to comment OpenClaw. Like, I know how to do this stuff, and I do it very, very well. And so I think it's going to be so easy for you guys to do this. And we're going to have a good time too. You'll see. You'll see. I almost feel sad for your competitor because of the unfair advantage. We don't really have a competitor. I don't know who the competitor is.
Yeah, I know of a couple trying, but not really.
They haven't figured it out, right?
Yeah, right. No, not totally. And
no.
Yeah, no.
No, not yet. And to be honest with you guys, look, if that happens where it becomes saturated and people are copying us and everything, remember, my holy grail is that newsletter. And you guys have that now. So learn to, when people saw that I gave them all that software, they're like, where do I start? I'm like, start with the local newsletter, because you're going to have subscribers come in. And when that happens, like, you're going to be creating articles, you're going to be getting ranked locally, and you're going to become a celebrity in your area. That's what happens, right? And when that happens and you figure out, oh, I got subscribers, guess what? With subscribers, you start learning how to email. I'm really, really good with email. We have a system called red light, green light, right? And now that you got email, you're going to learn how to start creating sales pages. And then you go, wait a minute, if I got people buying on a sales page, I need to have a funnel. You see, now you're already 3 softwares in. And when you really start to email, you're going to find out one of the best ways to make the most money is to put out quizzes, right? And so when somebody joins our newsletter, guys, it's pretty crazy. We asked 3 questions. Are you doing email in your business? And the last option is no, but I wish I was. Are you doing advertising in your business? No, but if you can help me, it would be great. Are you interested in being one of our sponsors? 80% of people say yes. So you will naturally learn how to use our whole software. But on top of that, OpenClaw is going to run it all for you. So it's a whole entire ecosystem. Laura, did you come in anyways? You're going to be so happy. I am never going to forget you.
I can't wait for her reaction during your Monday session.
I am so excited for her. Yeah,
That is,
it's going to be
me too.
It's
Listen, we do have I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have a really good question from Michelle. So we just sold something called AI Actors. And basically, Synthesis AI Actors would produce videos. And those videos, which automatically get produced, can even have the person who is producing them as the character in the video. And they're not short 8-second jobs. They're full sales videos. So my question to you with OpenClaw, so you know how you were having it create a video, but what if you create a video separately with another piece of software that folks have already bought? Can they say, hey, take that video and put it on the sales page?
Do you have APIs?
So let's say you put it on YouTube. Would it be able? Would it be able to take that?
You don't want to give it YouTube, right?
Okay,
YouTube's
so
Google.
Right. All right. I'm thinking.
So here, if we can just create one endpoint where it'll, for an API key, it's gonna give back all the videos by a date which is created. Then we can quickly train on that one API, and then any videos created on your product OpenClaw can have access to it.
Okay, so this is an important point, Karthik, because a lot of folks are going to ask this question, right? They're going to say, I already have a video I made. How do I internally plug it in? So if
you can just give it the URL too, and it can do it.
The URL would be good, yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. But can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So what is your can you guys type in the chat here, what is the most popular tools that you have purchased from Todd? Is it AI Actors? What do you guys use the most? Because here's the thing that you may not know, Todd. Every single software has APIs. It's just a matter, there's never been a reason for you to make them public. But software has to have APIs. That's how it works, right? So if you make it public, let me see what people are saying. Type in the chat here, guys.
Writing. Michelle said Synthesis as an example.
Synthesis. What else, guys? Give me a bunch of them. What is it?
And Vimeo was brought
up.
Yeah,
from Vimeo you can pull it in. Yeah.
You can't put it in Vimeo because we use Vimeo a lot.
Synthesis. What else? So
I think Synthesis has an API, but Vimeo, if Vimeo is easy to put it in, then they can just take their Synthesis video, upload it on Vimeo, and then it's done.
But
Oliver uses the API in the background. We don't actually use it in the product itself.
Yeah, but we put everything on Vimeo ourselves, right?
Right on Vimeo, yes. But as far as the API is concerned,
you see, Michelle, that was a great question.
It's not needed. Yeah.
What I was trying to say, Todd, is if we took 3 of your top software platforms, and if your developers open up those APIs, if this would be I like coming up with bonuses on the spot, right? If this would be an incredible bonus to get more people to come in because your tools are so incredible, I'd be willing to train that software. I'd be willing to create those skills for your software. We just did it for another vendor today.
Yeah, right? We'll immediately go back to our vendors that we work with and discuss that, such as Cyril and Oliver. Yeah, that's really interesting. That's great. Thank you, Chad. That's really nice.
But let me know if you want to do that, and we can certainly do that. And there's so much that we can do because you have incredible software, Todd, and this thing can run all of it.
Yeah. It can run all of it. As Luan said, right, all of these softwares would have an internal API. We also have a lot of softwares for which not necessarily we release the public API, but we would have those internal calls. If we can get that out via a webhook or something, I think it's something very easy to figure out. And the main advantage, Chad, is like, see, all the softwares that people are buying from different platforms, right? JBs,
Yeah.
apps, and all of these softwares, all of these softwares individually, a lot of them, right, solves a good problem. But again, why people can't get to using it is like, lack of time. And, now when any software that you purchase has an API and you give it to your OpenClaw, every time there is a different requirement or a business idea, OpenClaw would know like, oh, for this I have access to synthesis, let me go and create a video, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's great that it can integrate with all this stuff, because a lot of people that are on this call, they've they've utilized these other products. There's a lot of products out there.
Yeah. For those,
That,
you still have a lot of people on the call. Can I just ask one question? If you're still on the call, what is it you were hoping to see? I know there's a lot of buyers already. What is it you were hoping to see? What is it did we not offer? Because I think we covered everything on the greatest, one of the most important opportunities, I believe. What else are you looking for? Because maybe I can create a solution for it. I'm pretty good at coming up with things on the spot, right? To have OpenClaw create a video would be a huge game changer. Yeah, you probably saw that tonight. OpenClaw did create a video. I think, depending on what Todd wants to do, I think that we could work with his software, and OpenClaw could actually create the video, Todd, and put it on Vimeo or whatever, wherever you're hosting it.
yeah, that's pretty incredible. Well, we will definitely take you up on that offer, Chad. And
yeah, you should. And if we
yeah.
do that, then let's do something special for everybody that bought too. I'm more than willing to do it.
And make sure that they can utilize it. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can give them the skills. Everybody that bought, we can give them the skills, right? I can't promise that. That's up to you. But if we do that, then yeah, we should do that for them. Let's see. I can't buy immediately. I would need a couple days. Will I still get the bonus? I can't. I hate doing that. I can't do it, because then people don't take my word for it. When I put the fast action bonuses up there, that's all I can do. It's still an incredible package, right? And the other thing, I don't know if we had somebody was saying something about a payment plan. Todd, did you have that or no?
Yeah, the payment plan. That's Luann. Tell us about that.
Yes, we have a payment plan, and we're going to put it into effect tomorrow, because we didn't have anybody ask for it tonight, but it will be available on the replay.
Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, so that's all I could do. Sorry, I got to honor my word, but it'll still be worth it. Good. Please work with Todd's synthesis. Okay. All right. Just upgraded it. Well, good. I'm sure Todd has synthesis on his mind now.
Yeah, we sure do. We're gonna.
I would be Karthik and I would be more than happy to help you, Todd. We really would. We're excited for you to see the opportunity with it.
Sai says module on how to sell this service to business startup to service of the business startup to the entrepreneurs. Module on how to sell the service.
Yeah.
Since that's such a large part of what you're doing here, the ability to teach others to put it on for other people, to bring it to life for other people. And
it's never, guys, it's never been easier. You might have missed this part on the call tonight, but when you post on your wall, okay, I'm going to give you the exact post. I want you to tell people this is so incredible, and I will install it for you for free. Now, what that is that's a foot in the door for you, okay? And then you're going to be able to use our software. You're going to go create an account, enter 2 keys, and boom, it's done. Now, I would personally onboard them for free. And the way this works, and I taught it last week, I'll teach it again. There's a simple Google Doc, right? So if we have customers, we ask them to go through the members area, do the steps. If I'm working with like a client, I'll get on the phone with them and say, okay, can you open up Telegram and get your bot token? And they give you the token. You write it down. Okay. Can you open up your OpenAI and give me that key? Boom. They give that to you. Can you go to agent email and get an email address? Boom. They give that to you. And then you go in, boom, 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 onboard them really quick, right? And say, okay, you're all set up. Now, What do you think that client is thinking?
What
They're
am I going to
indebted
do?
to you. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're indebted to you. And so now what happens is we follow back up with them, hey, or they'll follow up with us. They'll say, how the heck do I use this thing? What does it do? Because they get in there and start talking like ChatGPT, right, Karthik? We've seen this over and over and over. The biggest guys in the business, Todd, how does this thing work, right? Nobody knows. And you see, if you're not scared, hey, if you hop on a call with me for 15 minutes, we can figure out how it works. And now they start telling you everything that's going on in their business. You record that call, you give it to ChatGPT and say, tell me how we can use OpenClaw in their business. I'm telling you, it starts with your wall, guys. It starts with your wall. Just like I showed you when I opened up that email, and I got tons of emails from people. I can't keep up with it. Is that a good nugget there, Sai? I think you missed that earlier. Maybe you weren't on the call.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
Yeah. And so the whole workshop, guys, we have a thing called light bulb moment. Like, what was your big light bulb moment? Everybody shares their light bulb moments, right? So it's going to be good. Like, just be ready for that. Okay. Just be ready. Good. Great. Did you join, Michelle? And Chad, I forgot to ask if I do this with a partner. Yeah, you can have your partner there. It's okay. You can have your partner there. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? If you're thinking about it, I want you to talk to me because I promise you'll wish you had done this 12 months from now. Like you will. It's good. Todd, I was on a webinar the other day, and after we presented that, one of our guys turned his mic on and he said, dude, I was on a webinar today where they didn't have 20% of what you did. They were not going to spend 18 days with us. They spent like 3 days with us. It was 10 grand, but they had a $3,000 discount. So it was only 7 grand. Only 7 grand. All you had to do was pay 50% up front and then 50% when it was done. I told Karthik, I'm like, we're too cheap on this thing. We're too cheap, right? So should be an amazing deal. And I know I will not sleep tonight. My head is spinning. Good, good. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. And I'm drinking Starbucks at 8 o'clock at night. So go figure. I don't know, Todd, how did we do?
You did great. And I thank you for staying so long, and thank everybody who's still on the call. Don't forget, the link is right there, toddsuggest.com/OpenClaw Web. What's so exciting to me is this daily routine for 18 days. Did you say 18?
Well, and then if they want to continue to journey 3, they can. They don't have to pay extra. Once you're in, you're in. And if it keeps going and we go to 4 or 5, 6, you guys
Okay,
go
now
along for the ride.
the third iteration, journey 3, as you call it.
3 is going to happen no matter what, because
yeah,
after
but
the
it's going to happen. Right, I understand that, but it's going to happen directly after 2. It's going to start the next following week, or is there going to be a pause in between?
Maybe a day.
A day. So, folks, we're talking about 36 sessions, basically.
Probably more than that.
This is ridiculous. This is how I began the call today, so we might as well finish with this. This is what Chad does, and it's like mind-blowing, that he spends so much time working with folks to make sure that they get it right, that they get his vision. And his vision is, he's a visionary, and I really appreciate you, inviting me to be able to share this, since I knew of this when you discovered it. You were talking about January 26th. It was like January 27th that I knew that you discovered it. I don't know how I knew. I don't remember, but it was the talk of the
town. On my wall.
Maybe, or somebody told me they saw it on your wall, but I knew immediately that you had found it. It got my attention. I checked into the product. I realized there were security concerns. We had Luann and our whole team go out and check on the security concerns. You've solved those security concerns. The security concerns, again, folks, is that this thing is so powerful that it could get into your stuff, and that's why it has to be on a separate system. So,
but that's where the opportunity is, Todd. And I hope everybody on the call hears this. If you had the ability just to click a button and install this on a computer, you guys wouldn't have the opportunity. The opportunity is the fact that you get to go out there and install it when nobody else can figure that out. and you get to do that incredible onboarding process for them, like an agency play we're including here,
Yeah,
when
and that
nobody
wasn't
else can figure that out.
I wasn't expecting that during this call. I didn't realize that that's where this was going, because
Mhm.
you can create it for yourself. So I'm thinking of it that way. But so many people here do stuff for other businesses. And I didn't even realize that that was that connection, that you can do this for other people. And how many people are going to need this? Like everybody.
Yeah.
They're
You know
going to
what?
be knocking down the walls.
My wall was crickets. Like I hadn't posted in a year, right? And then I jumped in there on my birthday. I'm like, sorry you guys haven't heard from me, but I got a special gift for my birthday. And then 2 days later, I went right into this, and I've been posting. I haven't done it the last 2 days, but I've been posting like multiple times a day. My God, it went crazy. And all I'm doing, Todd, is giving an image to ChatGPT and saying, make this better, and then posting on my wall.
It's great.
Yeah,
And
I
Karthik,
just
thank
keep
you
on
for your
going.
help too, and stepping in when Chad was messing up.
And I
No
crash
problem
and
at all.
burn, right? Crash and burn. I know. And you know what? I feel like I spoke it into existence. I heard Connie say, don't speak that into existence. And
Yeah, at
there
the
I
very
go.
beginning of the call.
Yeah, but everybody forgave me, right?
Yeah, we forgive you, and we'll depend on Karthik to do it simultaneously.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a tech guy. I'm the stupid, simple guy, right? So we'll have
Yeah,
a tech guy do it next time. Yeah.
All right,
Always
guys.
a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. Please let us know how we can help you.
All right, thank you. Thanks, everybody, and we will stay in touch. And don't forget,
Yes,
if
guys.
you need any help, contact Chad, of course, or if you haven't purchased yet, you want to know how to contact us, we're at yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com. We'll put that in the chat. If you could put that in the chat, Luann,
Yeah,
yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com.
Do you still have
I
that email?
will. Yes, we do.
Wow.
And Nobi, I did post that link for you. If you want to scroll to your chat, you will see that other link that we mentioned. And if you want to make use of that tonight, you can.
All right, fantastic. And happy birthday, Chad. Great to see you, Karthik. You look great.
Thanks, Todd. Thank you so much for this.
He's about to sell out for like $1 billion. You know that, right, Todd?
No, I didn't know that. That's
Oh
cool.
yeah, they got Flexi funnels that's going through funding over there, and yeah, they're gonna get bought out.
Oh my goodness.
They're
You'll
like
have
the
to buy me
funnel
another
hackers
drink.
in India.
Absolutely, Todd. It's been quite some time. And
Yeah.
somebody is like Michelle is having Bailey's, I believe, right now.
What'd you say? You said Michelle's having a baby?
Yeah.
Why is she on this call?
No, it's a different Michelle.
Oh, okay. I'm like, man, you got some diehard people, Todd. Wow.
All right, take care now. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye,
Yes, guys.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Welcome, new members. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.